Hey, these times ain't boring. People be throwing nuts at my face.
I chose to go to my live thing at the perfect moment.
I think us fucking like millennials all should have like a midlife crisis and just chrome our entire house. I think that's what we gotta do, guys.
Oh my god.
Like by the time we have 45, we go, everything's gotta be chromed. It's just the way it's gotta be now.
I
Okay.
hate crow.
It's chroming time.
Now, before I go live and whatnot, Carter.
Yes.
Just note, everyone here, other than yourself, is a streamer. Now, just be yourself and learn how to play a game. Don't focus on the stream. This is just gonna be a normal D&D session. I just want to let you know that.
Don't worry, I won't pay too much mind to it. I'm just here to game.
Perfect. Also, don't worry about fuck ups. I should know this game by now, but I still fuck up like every other thing. So like, you're nailing it.
Minnie didn't show up for like.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna look like an asshole regardless of how much I try not to.
You did better than I did. I showed up an hour late for a session.
Yeah, showed up an hour late.
He was asleep in the barrel. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, when a man is tired, he needs his nap.
Yeah.
But I replace sleeping with coffee and tea.
Ah, yes. Sustenance.
You're one of those people.
Yes. Energy.
All
Just like get a needle, like jam coffee into my veins.
Oh my god. Not coffee injections. I watched a video on that not too long ago.
Yeah, this couple was doing it together. It was crazy.
What if I just like stick a nose, just stick a straw in my nose and just like drink coffee out of it?
All right, folks. I'm going to get. All right, we're going to start.
Coffee.
I'm
going to my.
I forgot my cup. Hold on, I'll be
Let
in
me,
like 30
let me
seconds.
know when I'm good to unmute everyone.
How I was going to say is I'm going to go get some water and whatnot. I'm going to go to my starting soon screen with music. I'm going to personally deafen. And when I undeafen, we will be here. If you have not used the restroom or you gotten water or tea, any beverage of your choice, do so now.
Okay.
I will let you know we will be taking a break tonight. 10-minute break at some point. However, does anyone have work in the morning?
Nope, I'm off
me.
tomorrow.
But remember, I can start whenever, so if I have to stay up a little bit later, I can just start later. I'm not streaming tomorrow, so I can just work later to make up the time.
All right, I think I might want to try to go a little bit over our normal time today by like a half hour.
All right, going over by an hour and a half. Got it.
No, not an hour.
Going over by 14 hours and 36 minutes. Got it.
Yeah, going over by 24 hours.
I'm just catching up.
What did I
again.
just
This
come
is
back
really
to?
24 hours. Let's
We're
go.
playing 48 hours over our normal time.
All right, I'm going to go deafen. Do the music. When I come back, we're starting session. You got it?
Yes,
Yep.
I'll do the same. I'm gonna get some water.
And I can't wait to go 72 hours over our starting time.
Shit, I'm going to throw you into a fucking dumpster.
Oh, so you think I'm trash now?
So
Rude.
is there a hyphen?
I'm
in that?
making you a trash box. You know, trash panda. No, it's trash box now.
Is there a hyphen in there, or is it a fucking dumpster?
No,
He liked that. So no, it's
Man,
a.
these raccoon furries
fucking-
be active around these
hyphen.
parts.
I wouldn't like it. There's he's muted.
Wow, cowardice. Ran off.
Damn it, Kashak.
Anyways, did you know that the giant horse conch weighs over 11 pounds? Now that's a lot of mollusk.
What?
Yeah, neat
God
fact.
dang it.
That's your mollusk fact of the day.
Did you know pig penises are like a spiral?
Whoa, why are we talking about such vile things? What
These
the
are awful.
We're gonna
hell?
scare Carter off.
Yeah.
Carter's
I'm
muted.
talking
You guys
about-
already scared him off. We've already lost.
Great work, man.
Yeah.
That's a win. What do you mean? We
mean
feed
it's a
on the
win.
weak.
He's going to learn soon that D&D is 90% talking, or 90% shit talking and 10% playing.
So, what is 9 times 9?
42.
81.
Yes.
81.
No, the answer is clearly -7.
Salmons.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't know, man. Like, what are they called? Like
Your
my
multiplication tables?
multiplication tables. Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
easy.
Well, here's an easy one. What is 5 plus 5?
11.
10.
No,
Enough.
it's a melon.
Plenty.
Huh?
Oh.
Yes, 5 plus 5 is melon.
It is not.
I have proof.
You do not.
Okay.
I
We
do
have
scientific
we have a
right
primary
now.
source right here. Melon.
Is
you-
there something I can write? Is there something I can write on?
The map.
Oh shit! Look, it's Nutella in Kashak's chat that I can only be in for half a second till I have to leave it. I like to send at least one message so it says I was there, you know.
Okay. Share screen. Paint. There.
Let me see. Let me see.
I'm licking.
So, 5 plus 5, right?
Yeah.
So if we take this 5, flip it around, and put it on the other side. Look, it's a melon. It could also be a cherry.
Whoops. I just knocked
So here's
over
why
everything
2.
on my desk.
The reason why 2 plus 2 equals fish, because if you do the same thing,
I understand
and
you're supposed
do
to
it
be like
this
the
way?
jester, but I'm still trying to figure out like what you're smoking.
Oh damn, that's a cool ass share.
I was expecting you to say
Exactly.
something like,
it's like 1
cool.
plus 1, same thing. If you overlap them, it's just an arrow. So 1 plus 1 equals arrow.
question.
Yes?
Yeah.
At what point are you supposed to be funny?
Is this on the test?
Yes, this is on the test. Believe it or not, my 6th grade teacher is what taught me this.
Oh, nice. They said let's make it even fucking more confusing.
Yes. He was doing it to fuck with us because all these symbols was on top, and he was like, "Can you figure out what all these numbers is?" And we're like, "Those are numbers."
Oh god.
I remember. I think he said 6 was a butterfly, something like that.
Yeah, I can kind of see it, I guess. That's a shit butterfly. I'll tell your teacher if you ever stumble into that I said it's a shit butterfly, man.
I mean, I think the only one that's kind of funny, I think, is 8, because when you do 8 and overlap 8, it's just 8.
I do like that one.
So 8 plus 8 equals 8.
Okay, wait. Remove all of this and draw me a kobold real quick. Let's see it. We'll all rate it, all of us.
Oh,
together.
let me look
I'm
at
not
the
good at
kobold
I'm
drawing.
not good at art. File new. Don't save.
Here, let me show. Let me pop this out so I can show it on stream.
Yeah. this
You
is
gonna
important.
you gonna see what I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're putting you on blast on live.
All right. I'll do my best.
On live.
Melon.
Oh.
Melon.
Wait, we're watching somebody
got
draw.
No.
Lie.
Eat food, shop.
And I think you have that.
And now we gotta scream at Jin for frickin' telling everybody about my redeems.
What happened?
Yes.
All right. I'm just going to say this, Melon.
What's up?
You may not die for gifting that tier 1 stuff.
I what?
You may not die tonight.
I may not die. What if I gift another one? Does it cancel out?
Yes. Then you will die.
Sweet.
So,
Hey, there's my cobalt. There's
what
my
do you-
cobalt.
is that
Oh,
supposed
I
to be
like it.
Kashak?
I want to die.
What about?
That's
What
a
about
sorcerer
me?
of draconic ancestry, isn't it?
He's blushing at you.
Ooh. Oh, it's
Right.
Kashak now. They got bottom energy.
Jinsoku, stop drawing this instant. D&D starting.
That's D&D related. It's important.
It's D&D fan art.
It was very deep. It was very important.
Drawing? I didn't say any drawings.
God damn it! I was sharing it.
Melon.
What? I'm in second. Look.
What is happening?
I'm gifting him subs to piss him off.
All right. We're going away from that, folks, and from everyone's streams, everyone's perspectives. Welcome to session 3 of the Definition of Madness, featuring our lovely cast tonight. Now, some of you may notice that we have one additional person with us tonight, unlike last time, and they are a special guest starting their D&D journey out with us tonight.
Oh, stop it. I'm not special.
Hi, Carter.
Hi.
Hi, Carter.
What is this? An
Hi,
event?
y'all.
All right,
Hi,
time to do
Kevin.
time to do an icebreaker. All right, Carter, tell us your inspiration with D&D and whatnot. I'm joking. I'm not gonna put you on the spot like that.
My tragic
I
will.
backstory with Indy.
What's
All
your
right.
favorite dice?
The D1000.
That wasn't your question.
That's a circle, mate. That's
Man over here just got a ping pong ball for a dice.
That's the D1.
It's gotta be D8, right, guys? I think we all agree on that one.
Yeah, I think
Right,
D8
giving
is
you a
great.
sub. I'm spared from dying.
Have you ever seen
like-
the D1, the D everything, the dice? that
Words,
have-
but I appreciate it.
I like a
Mm.
D4.
I've seen
Ah,
the
yes, the foot piercers.
Yes. I have a bunch of metal ones, and
Oh,
they're sharp.
my D4 is just like a cylinder. What the fuck are y'all doing?
I'm
Hey.
buying the triangles.
Metal D4s are amazing because if you lose one, the moment someone in your house is yelling and cussing out a storm, you know you found it.
True.
True.
Or you could just put your dice back after you're done with them.
Responsible for our dice. Who are you? An actual like
Responsibility?
D&D
Gross.
player?
Yeah.
If I don't throw with my whole Kobusi in it, how will I know the dice gods will favor me today, okay? If it goes flying, it goes flying. That's just the risk you take. Once again, lady luck, right?
Can we
Yeah,
back up for a
okay.
second and acknowledge the
Huh?
fact that he said kobussy?
I didn't know such thing. I'd say so. Anyway,
I didn't
moving
either.
What?
What?
All right, folks, reining it in, putting a muzzle on all of you, all you furries, muzzle
Hello?
on.
It slipped off.
See, this is why you oil up before stream.
How tight's the muzzle gonna be?
Oh my god.
So,
Seriously.
folks, we're going to officially be starting now. Here's the thing. As a reminder for folks who think that it has been 2 weeks, at the start of the session we do the recap, and whoever gives the recap will get the recap die, a D6 used like a bardic inspiration for this session only. So, with that, who gave the recap last time? Who did the first recap?
That
believe
would be
was
Jin.
me. Yeah.
Now it's Jin. Now, I'm not going to put Carter on the spot here today because you have no idea what happened last time. So we're going to do the next best person, and I feel like I need to give a spotlight to because we skipped his turn in session 1.
Nice.
You skipped his introduction.
And this whole life.
Alright. So how long till we skip the spotlight? Oh,
Melon,
What's that?
from the view of B and from your own eyes, can you please give us the recap for
Do I have
that
to
happened
give
last
you
time?
from B?
Well,
Can I
you
not
can
just
either be for
recap it normally.
you can just recap normally if you like to.
Okay, because basically, if I remember correctly, we finally came out of the house that we were in, the basement. We were all tied up and locked in barrels, and I guess imitating a dumpster. And we came out. We went upstairs. We figured out that there was just guards everywhere outside. Had to figure out some way to escape. So I believe our loving trash can punched a hole in the wall, you know, bloodied me up a bit because I stood too close, thought it was cool. We escaped, we got out, we went to another house, we found this, God, I forgot his name, I'm awful at this. We found this hobo and his weird dog.
Yeah, accurate.
And his weird dog, I think it could like talk to people, but I'm not really sure. We ended up talking with him for a bit. He told us about the ways to like escape, like off of the place that we were in, which I also forgot the name of because I'm great at this. And after a while, I think we ended up doing some sort of like looting, scavenging. I got drugs, so I won, obviously. And what else was there? I don't know.
Remember
I
right,
forget.
the NPC was Jeffrey and Jesse?
Yeah, that's what it was. Jeffrey. And Jesse.
Who was who?
Uh,
Jeffrey was the guy. Jesse was the rat.
Yeah.
I got my
Rats,
I got I got my
rats.
I got my NPCs mixed up. Hold up.
Wait, how did we?
That's
That's
why
why
we
we
asked
that was
it.
the
I see.
Wait.
All right, I just changed.
Kashak doesn't take notes. He's just stealing our notes. I see.
Ah,
SMH my head. He doesn't even write the
Yeah,
campaign.
we
He makes
also
shit up
found,
and
like,
watches the
like,
video after.
like 500 gold that we share amongst each other.
No,
That's
no, no,
also
no, no.
something I have.
So fun
I
fact,
believe
folks, if you
I believe
DM
somebody got sick as well, if I'm not wrong.
oh, 2 of you are sick.
Yeah, 2 people. One person was
Yeah.
already confirmed sick, and the other person got sick. And then
Yeah.
I think to end off the session, we were going towards the sewers. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah,
Also, sucks to be y'all. I can't get sick.
you're gonna
No.
get sick.
He's a robot. He
I
physically
literally
can't.
have disease
Yeah.
immunity.
I'm gonna give you a glitch and a bug.
I mean, how do you do
Oh, he's
that to
gonna
like?
catch a bug.
oh
Alright.
man, our robot's getting rusty.
The
Alright.
cult is hacked.
Did I
to
say a?
simulate
Did I
the
say a
disease.
poison sewer? I meant acidic sewer.
Oh no.
I mean, if I remember right, the reason we're going there is because Jeffrey told us he has a cure for this deadly disease that me and Minnie are currently suffering from.
The weeping pox.
A weeping box. Bum bum bum.
Now,
Yeah.
you have for this session only. You have a D6. This bardic inspiration. Well, this D6 can be used like a bardic inspiration saving throw, ability check, and attack roll. So just remember that.
That's for all of us.
No, that's for the one who gave the recap, which was Melody.
Let's
Oh.
go.
Wait, I don't think I got that last time.
You did. You just never
Yeah.
used it.
Still used it, yeah.
Wait, do I still have it then?
No, it's for that
Oh.
session only.
No.
Ratioed.
I'm
No.
I'm
We
abused.
have plus ratio.
Now, here's something everyone has. Now, in everyone's inventory, I accept you, Carter, because we have not. You weren't there for the looting last session. Does everyone have what they want from their stuff before?
My drugs.
Yes.
My mushrooms.
I think
My
so.
bag of flour.
Okay.
Did we find gold in all that we split up, or did we just?
Some of us did, some of us didn't.
Okay.
Jeffrey
Y'all-
found the most gold.
Y'all did finders keepers.
Except
I
for the
sold-
fact that I
sold
gave,
some stuff.
except for the fact that I gave you my gun.
Oh, yeah,
Jeffrey
yeah,
gave
yeah,
me
yeah,
drugs.
You like dropped all your stuff on the ground and almost left it. It sounded like.
Yeah. I mean, like I have my hitting thing stick. I don't need much more.
Anyways,
I hate
I have
I-
another surprise for this session. I made a little PNG thingy.
Is he a vampire this time?
No,
Oh my
I've never been a vampire
God.
before.
Horrifying.
Isn't
Thank
it
you.
nice?
We're done. We're done. We're ending session. I'm
When
sorry.
I talk, you can see me how I look when I talk into your mind. Aren't I cute?
Get out.
All right. And just on stream side of the thing, if folks see me on other people's streams and I'm not my Cobalt self, I was too lazy to switch between my D&D characters, so you get this as the DM now. They have a
Yeah.
Tabassi telling DM.
The tuxedo.
The lion.
Anyways,
Yes, the flash dog.
everyone have now approached the entrance of the sewer. Now, Carter, you are not currently here. However, you will be coming up momentarily within the first 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how fast the party goes. When you do come up and whatnot, I will explain your situation, and you'll be able to act accordingly. Now, when it comes to role-playing and whatnot, whatever you want to do, you can do. You do something, I tell you the effect, basically. Cause and effect.
Everything
also-
has consequences.
Yeah, there's consequences for my actions.
Now, also, please, if you don't feel free, like doing a character voice and whatnot, don't worry about doing character voice. Some people do have character voices and whatnot, and mannerisms how they speak. It's your first time. We're just going to ease you into it, okay?
All right, that works
Alright.
for me.
All right. Sounds good. Now, as Jeffrey is leading you all towards the sewers and whatnot, like, he's kind of scratching his neck and whatnot. Okay. So you all are ready? Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
Yeah.
Now, okay.
Oh yes, let us move on.
So, well, no. Before we go on, I need to explain some stuff. So the sewers are not necessarily the most, as you would say, welcoming the places. We're gonna find stuff down there that we have to maybe fight, or we might have to, bribe or whatnot. It's there's a lot of low lives and whatnot. People thinking, and there's also like monsters and whatnot. It, it's not patrolled by the gods, so all the criminal sort of people go down there.
What is a bribe?
Bribing is paying off with money so they maybe look a different direction and ignore us.
We can
Can
bribe
you
them at
fight?
their life, and we can make them no longer have it.
This seems adequate.
Jeffrey, can you fight?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're talking to me. And he was kind of like taking his finger and like putting it into his ear and whatnot, like taking some earwax out. I can defend myself, yes.
And your dog? Rat?
I do not have a dog, thank you very much, sir.
Oh man.
Jeffy is a bona fide rat, and I love him that way.
Wait,
Well,
Wait.
can your rat fight? Sorry.
If he wants to, if I want him to, yes, he could. But I mean, look at him. And he kind of pulls out Jesse with cranium rat and whatnot. Like Jesse's kind of like whiskers are all tangled and matted and whatnot, like bent out of shape, zigzag thing. He kind of comes out and just looks at him and just screeches. He's so adorable. I don't want him to fight.
wait a second. That's a boy.
Kind of look like
How intriguing!
like. Does it matter what he is?
No, I suppose not. In the end, he's still just a rat.
He's not just a rat. He's my companion.
Well, just be careful that he doesn't rat you out.
What does that mean?
I think he's trying to make a joke, and it fell on deaf ears, and there's an unamused face on Jeffrey right now.
Anything
Well-
else you want to tell us?
I say we should move along. Two of us are actually quite dying literally here.
Nah, I mean, we're all dying.
A little faster than normal. I love life and death situations, but mine's a bit sickening, if you know what I mean.
I'm not dying.
We can make that happen. You want to, robot?
I'm not sure on that one.
I rather like this robot. Maybe we keep him alive. And he keep us alive.
Raleigh just kind of just stares straight forward.
I will give the robot one thing. He definitely knows how to get ahead of the competition, if you get my drift.
You aren't moving.
Won't you please lead the way into the sewer? I think these jokes have gone on long enough.
Fine, if you want me to lead. And Styx is going to start moving forward.
Wait,
talking to
Wait, but
Jeffrey,
and Jeffrey kind of did like, but you don't know the way.
Well,
All right, all right. Also, before we go down there, I know some of you can't see, so do any of you have torches or any light source so you can see down here? The light source will attract unwanted attention, but you can't really see down here. You know what I mean?
Very
And he-
well.
And Jeffrey, at that point, reaches into his pack, takes a pair of goggles, and just put them firmly over his head.
Is there a
Onto his eye.
stick or anything nearby?
There can be a stick.
there can be a stick.
Sure, yeah. You instead of like a stick, you find you see a little broken oar off a nearby boat.
I'm gonna take the tattered clothes I found in the house and wrap them around one end of the stick. or around the ore.
Okay.
How many times a day can I set something on fire?
Would it be indefinitely as long as the fuel source has a way to burn?
If you're talking about your feature, I think it's proficiency bonus.
Yeah, I think it's proficiency. Yeah, proficiency bonus rounded. Half your proficiency bonus rounded down.
Okay. So
I've already used it today since we haven't had a rest. So, oops.
Uh,
so folks,
It's,
Zucchini.
welcome.
Hold on, Zucchini. You can't see in the dark, correct?
Not naturally, no.
Here. I have a pack of torches that I brought with me. And I want to pull one of my torches out and give it to I'm going to say your name correctly, Zebel. You know,
That
we
would be
don't
my
have to-
name. You got my name right?
No, I said that out of character. I'm giving you a torch.
Oh, you fucker. Okay.
Yeah, we would never say Zeppelin's name correctly in game. I'll be honest with you. It's not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, Zachary is just going to be your name forever.
Yeah, Zach is just fucked, bro. He has no.
stuck
But
with
yeah.
Zach.
I'm giving you one of my 10 torches.
Well,
that what-
thank you. Is it Tiki?
Tiki? Well, I've seen tikis before. They're not my type of thing.
I see. But I
Don't
had
understand
another
what the
idea.
problem is. Why do you need the fire?
I cannot see in the dark like you, my friend.
But why?
I am not gifted.
Were you born wrong? We had one of those. We ate
No.
it.
He said he wasn't
Most-
gifted. He must
Most
have had a bad Christmas.
humans cannot see in the dark normally. Usually it's magical means that allow us silly humans the ability to see in the dark.
I will remember this.
Yeah, I can't see either. Probably should say that.
Oh, don't worry. I can't see either.
Aha! So, what if I did this and I want to cast a cantrip? Dancing lights?
Ah. That's
Creating 4
Really?
glowing orbs? Hovering around
I see.
with
And
a
as
10-foot light radius?
and how many do you some?
I will summon all 4.
Cool.
Keep in
So-
mind that torches do a little bit more than 10 if you need a more light source.
Raleigh's
I
just
mean-
kind of like intently staring at one of the lights.
I can have them float around and move. Yes.
Do they just look like floating orbs, or do they look like extra cool?
Yes, glowing orbs hovering in the air for up to a minute, and then I'll have to recast it. We'll do a casting loop on this cantrip. Or maybe we'll just do a torch. It might be a little easier.
It would be.
Well, these are cool anyway. But they're like little orbs, and I'm gonna imagine them like there's a blue one, a yellow one, purple one, and a green one. And there's like little flames inside the orbs.
And they give off low light.
Yeah, they give off 10-foot radius dim light.
So, in your thing, Zebel, in your journal, you'll see a new character called Dancing Light.
In my journal.
Mhm.
Where's my journal?
That's where
That
you
way
can
you
find
see
your
your
character
character
sheet.
and stuff. It looks like newspaper little icon at the top there.
Oh wait,
Ah,
I just remembered we did rest last session.
You did.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna save my little my fire though.
yeah, we did rest last session. And I don't
Uh,
have that book anymore, so I should be back
Indeed
up
we
to 4
did.
tinkers.
So now, just very quickly in the sewer, Zebel, can everyone confirm that they can see this light? Oh, hold on.
The only thing I see is my character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's just a black screen right now.
And if I drag a new one on, can you guys see up here?
Yep.
Yes, I can see that.
Okay. So that is dancing light and whatnot. So this map is dynamically lit. So
That's
basically,
so cool.
you can basically move where you can see. Some of you have dark vision. That's why you can see further than others. But Mr. Teo, you'll be in charge of the dancing lights and whatnot.
Okay, how do I use?
Well, if so on the character on the spell sheet, you can drag up to 4 of these dancing lights, and you can basically just move them around.
Aha. I don't know where we are.
You're all the way up here in the top left.
Aha. I have to zoom out my map.
It's a big map.
Then drag it up here.
Mhm.
Very nice, very nice. Whoops.
Hello, Jill.
So I will put these, I guess, kind of all around us.
And now, people who have there, you can see where the lights are.
Oh. Pretty.
Dun dun dun.
So as you all come down here, and it's very pungent and whatnot. You can definitely tell the sewers of the different fecal matter and whatnot. You can smell down the way. Now the water is flowing and whatnot in different directions. So depending where you are, maybe you'd come across fecal matter and whatnot. But basically these cobblestone stuff, you cannot go on them. Those are walls.
Oh.
Those are the walls.
Like how I saw it.
Oh, sorry, I'm misspoken. No, those are sidewalks. My bad. These you can how far can you someone ping how far they can see right now, like against the wall?
I can see that far, and
And can you make out the wall like right here, the more darker section?
I can't see this,
Ah.
but I can see this.
All right, so
I see a little bit of wall up there.
This is like the
Alright.
farthest I can see.
yeah, so basically, you can see a little bit of wall. The light cobblestone, those are walkways. My bad.
Aha. So we can walk on the walkways.
Yeah, my bad.
So I would want to go down here.
Okay. And just like, all right. So basically, we're going to, well, we can go straight and then take a right. Wait, hold on. Okay. The further we go in, the more I'm going to remember. All right. I don't exactly remember too much right now. You're gonna give me a moment. Okay. The more we go, just remember. Yes, there are creatures down here. There are other people. So unless you want to be very loud, kind of looks around to he looks around to all of you currently right here. Like, I don't think sneaky, especially looking at Raleigh in front of him.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? That last part.
He knocks on your metal head. You're too heavy and made of metal. We will not be able to go silently.
I can move adequately silent.
Can you?
I mean, okay, so out of character, he's wearing where is it at? A chain shirt. So as far as I know, that's disadvantage on stealth.
Yes, it is disadvantage.
But like, I don't think he's taking that into account.
Oh, Jeffrey, I just want to agree with you. Of course there's creatures down here. We just walked in here.
There's a time for jokes, and I do like jokes most of the time. But I don't think you understand the depravity and gravity of the situation where we could die down here. My friend Rosanna died last week.
If I see something that looks mildly dangerous, it might not live much longer when I see it.
Didn't you tell us that we could also die upstairs earlier? weren't we all dying?
You're dying now.
Yes, I do feel that.
Alright, but anyways, yes. The sooner we get there, sooner. Alright, so I can lead the way, or, now hear me out, or, one of you can lead the way. I like that plan a lot more.
Well, Zucchini, you have the lights. Why don't you lead the way for all the other ones who can't really see that far?
I suppose I could do so. It appears we're at a bit of an intersection. Do we want to go straight or right?
Well, he said to go straight and then maybe take a right, so I think we should go straight.
Okay.
There's multiple ways to get there, I'm just saying.
Let me.
Agree with Zuckerberg.
I will start.
I'd rather
Heading
follow
this way
the
then,
crazy
about
guy's sense of
right here?
direction, to be fair.
And I will start moving my lights with me. So, something like that. Can I click on like all of these? No.
If you highlight them, maybe.
You can drag and drop and move them.
Whoops.
Oh,
You can
haha.
also move. You can
That'll
also
work.
move around with your arrow keys.
But you can.
Yes.
I can't.
Yeah, you can move with arrow. Yeah, you can move with arrow keys.
Yeah, you just have to grab your icon and then you go. Whee!
All right, let me do this. I'm
We
gonna-
dungeon crawling now, boys.
So fast.
I should have. Does anyone else have a torch out right now?
Oh shoot! I never lit the torch, so no, I didn't. I have
No, I
a
do
torch
not.
though.
I gave one to Zoffrey.
Why are you so Alright, I don't know why, but you're transparent. You're transparent
Yeah,
to
I
me.
was
Ollie.
wondering about that too. I thought it was just like because it was dark.
It's dark in here.
Oh my god, everyone's a ghost. What happened?
Oh,
The accident wasn't your fault, Kashak. You have to let us go.
The accident was 7
Jeff-
years ago.
Jeffrey looks around like, I've never seen any of you in my life before. I will not let you go.
Will not let you go. Let me go.
Diddy dangle. Wait. So, alright, so no one's lighting any porch right now, so basically all you guys can see is what's currently, what is basically what Tails can provide. Now, while that's going on, I just want to make sure, path perception, who has the highest path perception here?
Passive?
Yes.
Mine's 15.
15?
That's 10 plus your perception modifier, right? So I have.
Oh
Yes.
no,
Yes.
it says so at the bottom under your skills as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Also-
have.
Okay.
13.
Cool.
Yeah, it's with 13.
Cool.
Oh, yep, 13.
So 15. Got it. I'm going to be going based off Sticks' path perception then when we're going through here. So,
Yes, trust the jester.
I don't wanna.
all right, you guys are free to explore. Go ahead.
Well, go on, Zuckerberg. You got this.
Okay. I guess I'll move 30 feet, so. Oops. 5. Oh, no. Please include everything. Alright, 5. Add my character. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Is that a wall right there? I just see like a gray line.
No.
Yeah. What is
Yes,
that?
you're going. So yes, you're going to see gray lines. What those are is basically these are map tiles that I was using to create the map,
Oh.
and they didn't fully
me out of the
flesh in.
game. Hello?
So they're
So
just-
yeah. So just
Oh.
ignore them. Just think of their continuation.
Alright, hold on. It kicked me out of the game. Let me get back in here.
I know.
Goodbye, Teo.
Goodbye, Teo. Well,
The lights all go
Zucchini-
out and we die.
Zucchini is no longer in the
Oh
game.
my god,
He,
3
his-
cats
his outdoor-
cuddling. That's amazing.
3 cats are cuddling.
I don't know
Oh,
why, but
I
I really
wanna-
like that when you have an unsupported like
Alrighty.
browser, you just have the button that goes why. I don't know why, but it amuses me greatly. Every
Right,
time I
right.
see it. It's
I just want to point out something. when you guys basically where you are currently right now in the sewers, it's not necessarily directly outside. You've walked about 10 minutes into the sewers itself.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it was just like a straight
Walking-
tunnel into the sewers, basically.
Walking 45 feet took 10 minutes. Holy shit! Okay.
No,
Man.
no. Getting to the map.
Oh, okay. We're okay.
We're fast. It's all good.
I'm gonna move 30 more feet.
You just keep going, Teo, until
10,
something
50,
happens.
20, 25, 30.
I'm gonna say
You
like
keep going.
Raleigh
Just
is
keep
keeping
going,
up
Teo.
with Zebel.
25, 30?
Did we lose
No,
like
when-
half of the party? I
when-
can't see like half of y'all.
Because
Oh, that
people are
I'll
not
let
really.
everyone catch up here.
No, as when you turn around this
Raleigh.
when you turn around this corner, to the right of you sticks, you hear a commotion. You hear what seems to me maybe the ruffling of feathers with also the grinding of steel against cobblestone.
The way that he told us to go, it believes there is something down there. I hear noises.
You sure
I mean,
it's
like-
safe to go down there?
I did
All
say
the
there was
noises?
stuff down here.
Well, I can move a light 120 feet away from me, so maybe I'll go
The light down
like
there.
that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I actually want to bring this one with it. All right. So whoops, there we go. 35, 40, 45, 50. Well, actually, hold on. Let me make sure it is 120. I'm pretty sure it's 120.
What if it's 180?
It's 180. That doesn't sound right.
I know it's not.
What you can do is you can line your
120.
you can move your dancing lights in a line. That way you have a line of 10-foot radius.
Oh,
Of,
you're right. What if I like? So like this one's gonna be right on top of my face.
The great shaft.
Oh my god.
It's a glow in his face.
She's so pretty.
So
but
like
Sticks,
that.
but Sticks, you do hear the sound of a kerfuffle to come down from around here.
I've been.
I still hear it, but I don't see anything.
I think we should check.
Take a few steps.
B would follow
Are we-
behind
are we all
the
going?
funny jester man.
Oh yes.
And as you come around the corner, Sticks, you can hear a commotion like, all right, but you walking fucking rooster. We don't need to have you die. I just want a leg because I am very hungry. If you give me one of your legs, you'll be fine. I'll let you go. You can hobble your way through the sewers as much as you want. I just
There's
want
a
your leg.
kerfuffle.
I kind of like hold a hand to people and kind of like point towards where's my I point to like this direction.
Where did Zebel
Now-
go?
Now, as you're doing that,
I'm right here.
Oh.
Acreus. Just very disclaimer. Carter, when I'm referring to your character name, I'm going to be talking to your character. I will say your name if I'm referring to the player, but if I say your character name, I'm talking to you like in the actual game. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm sorry. Can I get a pronunciation of your character?
Acrisius.
Acrisius. Now, Acrisius.
Cute name.
Currently, right now, you are backed in a corner. You came. Let me just quickly look at something very quick, just so I know what I'm talking about.
All
It'd be really bad if I did not know what I was talking about. Okay. Get this open. Give me a reminder.
Okay, go.
So you're now here. Currently at the what you are. You're currently in the city of Leash. Leash is Silver now. When you came to the city and whatnot, you were brought in quickly, and have been on the run since. What you know up above right now is the whole city's under lockdown due to a disease known as the weeping pox. And if the guards can catch you, who knows what they'll do to you. So taking the more safer route, you decided to go down sewers. Now you've been down here for half a day, and you've traveled a little bit, but you have not really found anything too much. Only about 15 minutes ago, you're cornered by a man, very rough looking, having gray matted hair. Currently has missing his right ear, having very raggedy clothes. He's standing in the middle of the sewer right now, brandishing a scimitar at you, and currently behind him are dozens of rats. Like, now, my rats and I are hungry. That's it. If you give me a leg, I'll let you live. Sounds like a fair deal to me. Man's gotta eat, gotta feed his pets. What do you say? And
Guys,
he's
there's someone talking.
and Acrisius, he's referring to you in character.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I was good to talk yet.
No. You're good. You're good to talk. So basically, he's addressing your character one-on-one right now. What his demand that he's made is he wants your leg, so he can eat.
Mm. How about you eat this instead? And I pull out my sword.
So you bring the weapon and you kind of take him like, well, I guess I'm going to eat for the next couple of days. It's me and my pets versus you. Do you think we're scared by a giant sword that you have? No. Now that is currently what everyone is hearing from around the corner. Now,
in his mind, he will hear friend or food.
And he looks around like, oh, now you're one of those mind fucking chickens, are you? No. No, you're not going to mess with my head, chicken. And he's taking a step forward towards you, Acrius, at this point.
I want to try to sneak up a few squares behind the rats without alerting anyone.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check. Jeff is like, hey, what's currently going on? What's around the corner? Kind of poking your shoulder, Zebel.
Oh, what? What? Sorry.
What's going on? Okay. So as you move, go ahead and move 15 feet, Sticks.
15?
Yep.
I can't put my character.
It sounds like there's conflict around the corner.
Minds around the corner, I will basically say that I see a man
and that's
having
15.
someone cornered.
Okay, so as you're going that and you turn around, currently what you see is, well, something you've seen chicken before and whatnot, but you've not seen a rather tall rooster as the person right here, and also never a rooster holding a sword. Currently what you see a rooster-like humanoid back in the corner where there are dozens of rats and what seems to be like a raggedly homeless person currently approaching the chicken. You can definitely tell there is malintent here. And if you get around that corner, you see several of the rats in front of you turn around and kind of squeak, causing the homeless person to turn around like, hey, this is my meal, back off! And he starts approaching you this way.
I think it is our time to intervene, friends.
I kind of when he turns back at me, I kind of nudge the chicken like I kind of like wave at him to like do something now because his attention's now on me.
I'm gonna charge him while his back is turned.
Okay, so while his back is turned to you, he's going to have the surprise factor. So what we're going to do here is we're going to roll initiative. We're going to roll initiative, and Acrisius is going to get a free round. Because everyone else is surprised, as Acrisius is the only one charging.
You poor soul.
Carter, in order to roll initiative, what you're going to do is you're going with the select and move tool, select your token, your little character on the map. Once that's selected, open up your character sheet, and then click on the initiative button.
Mine said I couldn't add, so I'll just add my 5 to the turn order.
Oh, did you forget to select your character token?
I think I did.
Yeah, so select it and then I'll change it to 5.
On my character token?
Yep, so you click on your character token, and then when you open up your character sheet, which is in your journal and whatnot, you'll
Yeah.
see next to armor class, you'll see initiative.
All right.
Sorry. And currently, when you do that, go ahead and click on initiative while your character token is selected on the map.
Oh, that's how you do it. That would have been better.
All right, and then I roll.
Change it.
Yep, and then you go ahead and click the initiative, which is next to armor class. You'll see the wording. When it's highlighted red, click on it when it's highlighted red.
And then I roll.
Yes.
I rolled a nat 1 and then rolled a nat 20 immediately afterwards.
All right, so Chrissy, you've now been added into initiative. So when it comes, so we'll get that all sorted out. Let me get the NPCs currently in there. We'll get Jeffrey in,
Nice rolls.
and then we'll get the rats in. Rats. We are the rats.
That's right.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure
right.
beat the hell out of
Rats.
And then
I can't wait for them to start singing Mr. Boombastic.
Mr. Bombastic and Bombastic.
Mr. Lava.
You know, there's some of us who don't want a DMCA claim.
All right, if you sing it, you'll be fine. Now,
Audio junk.
It's true.
Nope.
I've done entire karaoke streams, and I'm fine.
Well, that requires them to recognize that it's a song.
now,
Yeah,
folks,
listen, they're insulting you.
folks, we are now in combat. If you have your combat music, go ahead and play it on your stream now. So currently at the start of the round, it would be the homeless person, but Acrisius, you charge forward. You have what's known as a surprise round. A surprise round is you take basically everyone skips their turns, other than people who are not surprised. So you get a whole turn of action to go through. Go ahead and do what you like to do.
Ignore that ad for YouTube. I'm trying
Okay.
to get combat
So,
music.
Chrissy, you take your sword out. You start charging forward. So now, in order to do an attack action, go and refer to your cheat sheet that I sent you.
Yeah.
You can move up to your movement speed once per round, which is 30 feet. So you can move 30 feet once per round for free. You have a bonus action and an action.
Here we are. I'm looking at them now.
Mhm.
Let's see. I want to shove him onto his rats.
You want to shove him on the right? Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, coming up, taking the side of your greatsword, you're going to push into him with your strength, attempting to push him 5 feet prone on top of the rats. So what we're going to do is make an athletics check for me, please.
Here we are.
So
Athletics.
you go to skills and then just click athletic.
Then roll.
Yep. When you click it, it will roll for you. All right. So you have an 8. So when it comes to an opposed check, he needs to get an 8 or higher to beat your check.
Oh, that.
Whoever has the higher initiative, who has the higher number always wins. The defender takes the tie. Well, actually, no. This would be considered an attack, so the attacker would take the tie at this point. I apologize. The attacker always takes the tie.
Dude, I'm new to this. I'm just gonna trust you. What you're
Yep.
saying.
I was just trying to remember. So he's going to make an athletic check to try to avoid. Actually, he's going to give it an athletic check. Basically, he gets blindsided, but as he pushes into you, he puts his left foot forward, stepping on one of the rat's tails and squeaks and whatnot. But he pushes you with just his back muscle, and he turns around like, "Oh, don't worry, I didn't forget about you, chicken. Chicken and lizard. I'm eating good tonight." And with that, we're going to go to his turn at the top of the round. He's going to turn around to you, Acrisius. He's going to take a scimitar, and he's going to make a couple slashes at you. Like, time to be rotisserie! And he's going to make 2 scimitar attacks against you. Okay, so ignore the last one. So he rolls an 18 and an 11. What's your armor class on your character sheet?
13.
Okay, So with the 18, he's going to get past your armor class, and he's going to deal 1 attack with his scimitar at you, and you're going to take 9 slashing damage. So as he comes around, he basically waves it around his head once, twice. On each whip around the head, you block one with your greatsword, but the other one comes through and cuts into your shoulder through your leather armor. You're going to take 9 slashing damage, so when you take damage, hit your character token, and in the green circle on it, you can type in -9, and it will automatically update your thing once you enter it. And this goes for everyone. So
Yeah.
everyone will know. With everyone now, I've updated all your tokens. Whatever is representing your HP, the green bar for most of you, whenever you gain or take thing, hit plus, go in circle, replace the number with +5 or like -5 for examples, and it'll automatically update your thing. It won't go above your maximum, but if you receive temporary HP, put it in the red circle. Your temp HP would be the green circle.
What is the blue one?
The blue one is your AC.
Okay.
The blue one is just quick reference in case, so you don't have to always have your character sheet open.
Yep.
So as he comes around and basically hits you with the two scimitar, he's going to then take his dagger out from his holster, and he's going to throw it at you, Sticks. Does an 18 hit you, Sticks?
Yes.
Okay. So he's going to take that, and you're going to take 7 piercing damage as a dagger sticks into your lower left abdomen. And he turns around as the 2 swings, basically a whirling dervish, combating both of you, saying like, "Ha ha ha! Give me your tail, lizard!" And with that will be the bandit, the homeless person's turn. Zebel, you're up. You hear a commotion and a cry of someone who's very hungry, apparently.
Well, I guess I will have to make myself known here. We're gonna go about right here and be like, so that's the guy making a commotion.
Yes. Currently, you see there's a torch currently right here. That's why you're able to see it over here. I'll draw like a little torch.
Good, good. All right. That means you won't mind if I were to cook a rat with a firebolt?
You want to hit one of the rat swarms? So these 2 rats right here are not just one individual rats. These are dozens of rats swarming together.
Oh, in that case, hold on. Oops, that's not the button I wanted. Yes.
In the form of an actual D&D monster, it basically works as one monster. So if you attack the target with a firebolt, you're just targeting the swarm. Treat it as like a single target.
So wait, fairy fire. I'm thinking I might cast a better spell. Let's see here. Oh, I'm making a 20-foot cube, so how do you make a cube? 20 feet. Let's see. That's a lot. So to not hit our new friend. So I need. Oh, I can't do that. It's too big. All right. We'll just do firebolt at.
Are you trying to do fairy fire?
No, it's too big. It's gonna literally
any creature with
hit us or him.
You're gonna make rotisserie chicken.
Chicken wing. Anyway,
nuggets.
Right. I've changed the lighting to be on the torch now, so people can go interact with the torch.
Sweet. We're just gonna instead do firebolt, specifically bolt, at the rats that are right in front of him. Yes.
Okay. The rat's right in front of him. All right, roll your attack roll.
Okay. I'm still doing physical dice. What's my spell attack bonus? Okay.
Also, everyone should now have a character called Torch in their journal. It'll be under spells. Basically, anyone can basically pull out a torch now at any point.
13.
And you use your action to light it and whatnot. But everyone has access to it.
That's gonna be a 20 on my firebolt coming out of my fingertips.
If you target the rats, that is definitely enough to hit. Roll your damage. As the firebolt comes out of the fingertips, launches it, and basically lights several of the rats on fire into it. You hear squeaks of pain.
Oh, it's just 1d10 at this level, I think.
Yep. At level 5, you'll upgrade to 2d10. Also, folks, make sure you have an idea what you like do on your character on your turn coming up.
Ooh, all right. Do I add anything to it, or is it just the?
No, it's just a D10 for right now.
Cool. Then it's just 9 points of fire
Hey,
damage.
that's almost max damage. And several of them start burning alive and basically trying to douse themselves in the fire and the water. Are you moving anywhere else?
I think I'm gonna take 2 steps back, and that should be my maximum movement.
All right, and B, you are up. Raleigh on deck.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna move right here with my 25 feet of movement speed,
Okay.
and then I'm going to cast Chill Touch on the bandit captain. Can I? I can't do that, right? Through the rats.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you can clearly see the two people towering over the rats. Yes, you can.
And then
Are the
Chill
rats
Touch is
kind of
like
like swimming?
Yes. Please refrain from talking if it's not your turn.
Sorry.
and
That way
then,
I can focus on the character.
Chill Touch is 120 feet, so I assume
Yeah.
I can. Yeah.
So go ahead and roll.
So I'm
Does
gonna
he have to
roll.
make a save, or you have to make a roll?
I think it's just wait.
Okay. All right. So that's 7 in the attack roll. Unfortunately, as you focus in and whatnot, you focus in on almost like his neck, and you're trying to grab and like chokehold him, but he moves out of the way as he's currently engaging the walking chicken person, like batting back and forth. Unfortunately, missing him.
Of course. Well, that'll be my turn then. Yeah.
Okay, Raleigh, you're up. Jeffrey's on deck, so I'll make sure I get ready for Jeffrey.
Alrighty, just a second. I was adjusting volumes. And I can't see. There we go. So, question. This
Yes.
right here, this corner. Can I walk through that since it's a square, or does that corner prevent me?
No, you can walk through it.
Alright, so 5, 10.
You're talking about this corner right here, right?
Okay, so I was thinking of moving, like...
Show me the line. No. So that corner does prevent it. Okay, it's one thing if you're like right here going through that way, but you can't just like go charge through the wall like that.
Okay, so, like, does this work right here?
More so like it would be if you want to do that, you could do that.
Alright. So, okay. Just... Oh, I have
Yeah,
the wrong
you can
thing
go-
selected.
Yes, you can go through that way. Because basically you're gonna go through 1, 2. Oh, move that on accident. 3, 4, basically.
Alright, so that's 20 feet, and I will take another 10.
Oh, I should also mention, the water is up to your guys' knees if you're tall. Basically, if you're short, it's up to your waist. So this is difficult terrain for you.
Wait, so I couldn't move that far anyway?
No, well, no, you have you. Going forward, it'll be difficult terrain. Going forward.
Okay.
Well,
thank
you
you
were
then.
on the sidewalk for most of that too. So
Yes.
Alright.
Going forward, it'll be difficult terrain.
Oh man, being tall
Well-
is paying off.
Well,
Yes.
with that information, can I stop here? That'd be 15, and then move this way?
Yeah, you can do that.
So 15, 20, 25,
So you'll be right here.
30. I'm going to take a swing at this rat right here.
As the former rats go, if you take your giant maul, it's probably more effective at taking out stuff than like fire and whatnot. Because just flat, go ahead and roll to hit. Come on,
Alright.
Raleigh.
All
Big blam of damage. Do it. 23 is
it,
definitely
do
enough to hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Alrighty.
Wait, was that a nat
Gone.
20?
No, it's 23.
Oh,
It'll probably agree with
It'd be
that.
green. So coming down with a 9, you smash several rats in one go, with the water going through, muffling their cry. That some of them are trying to get out of the way, though. That is enough, and there's actually only about 6 rats left. There's 24 to start. Only about 6 rats left. Alright, and with that, Raleigh, is going to be Jeffrey's turn. Jeffrey's going to come around the corner. He's going to pick up a stone. He's going to take a swing out of the thing like, alright! Wait! I know you! He points to the homeless man. You're the one who fucking broke into my home, you son of a bitch! Where's my mushroom? And he's gonna let the rock go and with his leg.
Oh.
With the rock going forward, he's just gonna do that. Alright, so he's gonna use a rock for the sling. He's going to have an 8 to hit. He's going to do that. It basically goes over the shoulder. He was more mad about where his mushrooms were than the actual rock trying to connect, and he was distracted a little bit. The rock goes over the shoulder. I'm like, shit! And he takes it. Okay. These lights are going to be a little bit annoying just because whatnot. Oh my god.
Oh, we can just here, just move them over here because I'm gonna resummon them after combat. They're technically gone.
Oh, okay. So that fuck. Alright, I want him dead! Don't capture him! He's dead! If not, I'll kill him! Alright, the swarm of rats will go. These rats will start coming up here and trying to swarm you, Raleigh. Well, these ones will come over here and start going, they'll go up the sidewalk.
Wait, so they can occupy the same space as another thing?
Oh yeah, they're swarm.
Okay.
All the tiny creatures. And they're gonna come over here onto Bespoke. However, I'll put them in the back. Or here, actually, we'll do that, and then we'll do that. So that way, they're swarming you. So Raleigh, you're swarm first. They will come around. Since they have less than half their HP. Only thing. Does a 21 hit, Raleigh?
A 21 hits, yes.
You take 4 piercing damage as they start biting and basically ripping into your circuitry and gnawing your toes. However, B, they're going to roll to hit you. Does a 12 hit you, B?
It does not.
You said 4.
And they start coming around, and they're swarming around, but basically you're just going tippy-toe, and swimming. You're basically like levitating through the water, trying to swim above it at this point, and to avoid all the swimming rats currently at your feet. After that go, it'll be Doll. Doll, you're up.
Let's see. I would like to move down here. Let's see, down here, and I will just shoot the 5-volt at the rat's trying to swarm. Will I hit B if I do that?
If you roll that one, maybe.
You know what?
Don't roll a 1.
I'm willing to
If you
make.
kill me, I'm gonna kill you.
Ooh.
All right, 19. 19 does hit.
Perfect.
I just realized. All right, going forward. All right, you do minimum amount of damage as the fire hits the water. You don't think it's really effective against them and whatnot because they're currently in the water, but they will take their 1 point of damage.
Nice.
1 rat does die.
Perfect.
With that, Sticks, you're up. You have a dagger sticking in you, Sticks.
Yes, I do. I kind of want it, so I'm gonna pry that out and put it in my pocket. Honestly, would that take an action? Actually,
no. Free interact object.
I'll use my actual action then to draw both my rapiers, since I'm allowed to draw 2 weapons at once.
Yep.
And then I'll use my bonus action to use my offhand rapier to attack the rats behind me.
Okay.
And
10 is a hit.
oh, it does hit.
Yep. They're a bunch of little rats. They're easy to pick off. All right, they take 8 points of damage. Cool. And is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So as you pull out and basically like, ha! Actually, no. I just realized you can only use your bonus action attack if you take the attack action. So you wouldn't be able to attack right there. Actually.
Oh. Oh, that changes things.
If you want to, so here's what you can do. If you want to be able to attack, you can leave the dagger inside you right now, currently, stopping the blood basically flowing back, and you can just your free action would be to pull out the rapiers and whatnot. Then you can make an action to attack and bonus action to attack if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay, so you're already still with the dagger sticking in you.
So I'll just attack with the second rapier then.
Yep, and then go ahead and make your main attack. 13 will hit. That's for 11. As you basically come through and a whirling dervish stab several of them simultaneously, taking out a majority of the rat. And there's only a little bit left right now. Only 4 rats remain, basically.
It looks like we're gonna be eating good tonight.
And with that, Acrisius, you're up. You had tried to shove the man onto the thing, but he did not take too kind to it, backing you off and basically coming around and slashing you once. You're currently up 1-on-1, mano-a-mano against the homeless person. What do you do?
I try to back up onto the sidewalk up here.
to try again.
All right. So move going. Okay. So when you leave a character's attack of opportunity, this is going to call it attack of opportunity. So what that means is if you leave a threatening square of a melee combatant in combat, they can use their reaction to take an attack of opportunity, which is a free attack against you as you're moving away. In order to avoid this attack, you can take the disengage action, and they won't be able to attack you with their attack of opportunity. But basically, it's you trying to retreat, and they're trying to take advantage, the opportunity of you being slightly distracted with something else instead of focusing on combat. Every character can do this if they leave your threatened square and whatnot. If you want to, he's just going to be able to get a free attack against you, but then you can still try it again if you want to.
Should I move back?
Yep. So if that's not the action you want to do, go ahead. We'll move you back. So with that new information, what would you like to do?
Try to swing at his leg.
Okay. So what you're going to do is, if you currently have your sword out, go ahead and click on in the attacks and spellcasting section of your character sheet. Go ahead and click on Greatsword, and they'll make the attack roll. As you're trying to slash at you said at the ankles?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if you come over with a lower sweeping thing, go and make your attack roll.
Lower sweep.
With a nat 1. Unfortunately, if you go as your sword goes for the ankles, it gets stopped by the water, and you do connect with it, but with the water momentum basically turning your blade flat sideways, unfortunately jams up on the cobblestone and basically stunts your attack. It just knocks into him, and he does not take any damage. There's no negative here, but unfortunately your attack did miss. However, you have a couple of items as your character you can do. So here's what you can do currently. You do have a bonus action in the form of Second Wind if you'd like to recover some HP. Or you can use your class feature, Accent Surge, and you can make another attack roll if you'd like to. Or you can do both. It's up to you. Fighters are pretty cool.
I'll try to do both.
Okay. So go ahead, if you want to do Second Wind, go ahead and roll a d10. So you basically, as your sword comes through getting stunted and whatnot, you take a moment to breathe in, stare into the person, recovering getting your breath back. So with the 8 plus your fighter roll, you'll recover 10 HP. So on the green circle, go ahead and hit plus 10, and you should go back to the full. And after that, go ahead and give me another attack roll. You raise your sword, you take your sword from out of the water and come up with another swing. Oh, we will just send you back. Yeah, no worries. Go ahead and make your second attack.
Ouch.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
big ouch. Yeah,
I think you are cursed.
I think I am.
Let me just try something very quick.
Can we make him roll again to see if it's just once?
It's fine.
I have had that happen to a person in this
Wow.
room before, where they
Goodness,
rolled.
man.
Accuracy. Unfortunately, your first 2 attacks of the campaign come over, and you come down, trying to come down with an overhead slash at this point, but your blade gets stuck on the ceiling. And you get a sense that maybe having such a colossal weapon in the sewers maybe not be the best idea, where mechanically it doesn't affect you anything, but just for the narrative. You're having a hard time here against the thing. Against this captain. Like,
Skill
he
should just be
light
short.
and nimble, chicken. Light and nimble makes it easy. And with that, Akers, it will be the bandit captain's turn. And he'll come around like, no, what was I? Oh, yeah. He'll come over and basically do 2 flashes trying to form an X against you, but let's see if your armor protects you. As it comes with his 2 slashes, he's going to make 2 attacks. A 17 and 10. So 17 will hit, and you will suffer 6 points of slashing damage this time. As he comes through, and on the first attack, he makes 1 slash from your right shoulder down to your left abdomen, cutting across, and you can now see some of your feathers blood on the tip of his blade currently, and he kind of licks it off a little bit. Coming across for the second time, you use the broadside of your greatsword that was shunted before to deflect and parry the second attack. I'm like, fine. Well, don't worry, I have more than that game though. And what he's going to do, actually, yeah, my pet, and he's going to leave your certain square. So now you can use your reaction to make an attack opportunity against him if you like to. That is up to you, Carter. If you want to use your reaction, he is leaving your threatened square. You can make a great sword attack against him if you like to.
I'll try. I'm not feeling too optimistic about it.
Oh shit!
Shit.
Okay,
Of
so as he,
course,
like-
of course.
Carter has
Damn.
rolled nothing but crits in either direction.
So basically, as the homeless man, like, basically he's fearing for his pet's lives at this point, trying to go after whatever this trash can is. Turns his back against you, like, give you a middle finger as he's going around, and you hit. So go ahead and click the Greatsword chat bubble in that, and you'll roll your damage. And this is a critical hit, so it's going to do double the damage.
What do I type?
You don't have to. In the actual, in the speech bubble tab, you'll see where your Greatsword had 25. Just click on the in the little bubble where it is. You'll hover over Greatsword and just click over it. That'll roll your damage for you. So as you come through here, and you basically slice off his middle finger in response, and he starts screaming in pain as he continues charging, and there's just his middle finger is just there in the water floating and bleeding around, forming a pool of red around that. Yeah, he's currently missing his middle finger. It's going to come through here. It's going to give him disadvantage on his next attack roll, because he's currently in pain. If you want to come after you, Raleigh, at disadvantage with a dagger attack.
Alrighty, my AC is 15.
16.
Yeah,
As he comes, good seeing his daggers in his offhand, and he comes through and basically jabs it right into your neck. You're going to take 5 piercing damage as you have now a dagger sticking into your surface of your neck area. And with that, he's still screaming in pain. Zebel, you're up. You just witnessed this man lose a finger. That would be you, Tail.
Alright.
Oh man,
Hey, yo.
this is kind of getting gross. All right, all right. Let me think. Thinking. Very well. What we're gonna do is I guess. Oh, my arm is being weird. Okay. We're gonna do another firebolt. We're gonna do it at the guy. We're gonna do a firebolt at the guy and be like, "Oh, okay, you're hostile." Firebolt.
Well, you did attack his pets.
I
So yeah,
did.
he would be awesome.
I did.
Alright, so go roll your damage. Currently, B, you're on deck, so think of your next turn. Roll, you're in the hole.
Oh, this is a bit low. Let's say 15 total.
15 matches, so you hit.
Holy shit!
As he's coming through here and he jabs the dagger thing, you get a little bit shocked at seeing the trash can finally taking damage. From this, for today at least, for the session.
Don't
and-
damage my trash can.
And you launch from your fingertip a firebolt. Go and roll your damage.
Okay, we rolled an 8.
And he'll take 8 points of fire damage. As he's not half his body in water, so he will not be resistant to his attack. You know, being short pays off when it comes to fire in the sewers. Alright, he'll take the full 8 damage, and you see his part of his clothing starts catching on fire on his left shoulder. With that, any movement or any bonus action double?
I don't even know what my bonus actions are. Let's see. No.
Okay, with that, if you like to move while you're moving, B, you're up.
Awesome. So I am going to use assuming I can, I'm going to try and use Primal Savagery on the rats that are right on top of me.
Melon, I do have you at 200%. Do you mind just speaking up a little bit louder?
Yeah, my bad. I got you. I'll just.
But I did hear you. Alright, so with Primal Savagery, go ahead and roll your attack roll against the rats. As you are you elongating your teeth? Describe what you using to try to attack the rats. Are you trying to bite into them?
No. I am
No?
not that depraved. I'm trying to claw at them with
Okay.
the elongated fingernail thing.
So as both your fingernails start coming out, or both your hands' fingernails start stretch, you start trying to grasp at them. Go ahead and roll.
Man,
Really? Unfortunately, the rats are more. They're swimming around, and you're currently like halfway through, and trying to launch down them. Your actually head goes underneath the water, trying to grab at them, and it just doesn't connect. They're swimming around you. It's a little bit hard to move a moving target in water when half your body weight, half your body is currently in water. With that, would you like to move or any bonus action?
Am I able to move with a swarm on me?
They'll be able to get an attack or opportunity on you.
Nah, I'll just stay where I'm at.
All right. With that, Raleigh, you're currently up. What would you like to do?
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna second wind.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's what, D10 plus my fighter level, so that's D10 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 plus 2, that is 9.
Okay. You recover 9 HP, so you go back to full.
All right, so I'm gonna. So he stabbed the knife into my neck, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to just like take another swing at this dude, or not another swing at this dude. Like just take a swing at this guy.
Okay.
All right. Come on. Can we do the funny? Yes, we did the funny, didn't we?
And who are you swinging at?
This guy.
Okay, so the action part, 21 will hit.
All right. Do I one-shot yet another person?
A bludgeoning, no, unfortunately. As you kind of come over, you hit him with basically just the top of the head of your maul, just kind of pushed him away a little bit, and he couldn't hit and have the wind knocked out of him. Wasn't expecting that. He will take 8 points of damage, and he is now currently injured.
Raleigh's just gonna like that hurt.
And that hit too.
That was the
with
goal.
that, are you moving at all?
Nah.
Okay. With that, Jeffrey will go like, he'll take out the dagger, like, you son of a bitch, and he'll come over basically at the top rope of the save and just jump onto the person with a dagger. He's going to attempt, his action will be to grapple and to shove him prone and basically land on top of him. So Jeffrey is going to give me an athletics check coming down onto him. Athletics. Thank you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, you kind of suck at athletics. But it's okay, that homeless person's injured. Maybe he might fail. No, he definitely needs to fail. And as he had the wind knocked out of him, Jeffrey, he's currently facing forward, scrunching a little bit, and Jeffrey just kind of overshoots and just lands face first into the water. Is now currently underwater.
Thank you.
That's Jeffrey's turn. Swarm the rat. B, and there'll be 2 attacks, both bites against Raleigh and B.
Alright.
Before you attack me, I need to ask something real quick. When I use a reaction against an enemy that's attacking me, do they attack first and then I use my reaction, or do I use my reaction and then my?
It depends. So yes, so they attack first, but it depends on the reaction. What's the reaction?
Halo of Spores. When an enemy starts its turn within 10 feet of me or moves within 10 feet of me, I can use my reaction to make them make a Constitution saving throw, and if they fail against my spell save, they take 1d4 necrotic.
Now, my question is, do you have to have your? You didn't specify if you have your spores up. Is that a feature that only activates when you're?
This is just a feature, no matter what.
Can you post it?
Yes.
Your sound.
So it does get affected by my symbiotic entity, but all that does is make it so that the damage is doubled.
Okay.
It makes it so I just have to roll another d4.
So what this is basically, it started. So you can use your reaction at the start of its turn first.
Okay.
So they'll make con save.
They win. Mine's 9. My spell save is 9.
I know that's an attack roll against you. But sorry, that's an attack roll against Raleigh. That's an attack roll against Raleigh. What's your spell save DC?
My spell save is 9.
How do you spell save 9?
Because I have a -1 intelligence and I have a +2 in proficiency.
You're a druid. It should be wisdom, not intelligence.
Yeah, druid is your wisdom.
Oh, wait. Oh, I looked it up because I forgot and it said intelligence. Sorry. So it's fucking 12? I think it's 12.
So it's basically an 8 is going to fail either
8
way.
plus 2 plus 3, 13.
Okay, so an 8 will fail. So you go ahead and roll your d4. Raleigh, does a 10 hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay, the rat will not bite through you this time. Oh, I just realized that they have damage resistance. Oh well, I'll know that. And basically, you kill off your swarm before it can even attack you.
Sweet.
The rats are all dead. But Raleigh, your rats don't hit you. Doll, you're currently up.
Nice. I would like to see if I can snipe this guy with a fireball. That'd be fun, I think. I'll just roll both since it's real slow. Does a 16 hit?
As he currently lit on fire again for 4 fire damage, he will take that 4 fire damage like a champ. Currently more on fire.
Does he actually have like a headband on? Because I would like to aim for that thing if you got one.
No, that's just the base token for it.
What a shame.
Doesn't have a headband. He does have a hood.
How high is the ceiling here?
The ceiling goes up 10 feet.
Okay, I would like to put away my little needle thingy that I use as a spell focus and start crawling up the wall 10 feet and then across.
Okay.
And then
They're currently on the ceiling. Got it.
that would be.
So just to, now, everyone else is used to this. Acrisius, what you've seen is currently you have some unexpected allies, or maybe they're foes, but currently they're allies, at least during this scuffle. And what you see is this little petite, like 1 foot. How tall are you, doll?
I am 1'6".
Basically, just like slightly taller than like a children's doll or something like that. Thing starts crawling up on like 4 different arms and its leg onto the ceiling like a spider. It's currently wearing like a gothic style like dress with pink hair and whatnot. The pink hair is missing, wasn't it?
Why? No. A different wig is missing. I don't even wear that outfit. It's ruined. I don't wear it till I have a new wig.
But Christian, basically you see an insect-like doll moving around, and you've not seen anything like that. It's currently just hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, I'll just use this token so we can all see that I'm like attached to something, I guess, for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that, Styx, you're up.
Oh, that's mildly intriguing. The water's would be rough terrain from you, correct?
Physical terrain. So you can use 10 feet of movement to get back up onto this if you'd like to, and then you wouldn't have difficult terrain going along the sidewalk. Or you'd be able to
Plus 10, and
now it'd be 20 feet to get right.
I'll just walk up to him. I'm gonna leave the dagger in me. Why not?
So this is gonna be 10. No, hold on. How much feet movement do you have?
That'd be 30. So half of that.
Okay, so you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine then.
And I'm gonna swing at him with bow rapier, so both action and bonus action.
Okay, roll 2 attacks.
So first 25 and 22.
Let me look at him very quick. Both of those, I believe, are going to hit. Yep, both of those are going to hit. As he comes through, you simultaneously just stab him and skewer him. Right side abdomen, left side shoulder, and just kind of bring your blades to a cross into an X style thing as you pierce through him. For 16 points of damage. He's going to spout out blood at that point, and he is heavily hurt after that. Like, what the ground? In response, he's going to cough up blood and he's going to chuckle a little bit, but he's going to try to bite your nose. But he can't do it because you're holding him in place with 2 rapiers. While you're doing that, Acrisius, you're up. Alright, you're going to charge forward. And what would you like?
With a great sword, because why not?
Describe how you're going to try to attack him with your greatsword. So go and roll the attack. But how? In what form are you going to attack it with?
What's a thrust?
With a thrust? So you taking it forward, charging, and you thrust it straight into him. This is going to hit. Roll your damage. But can't be flanking when it's both 21s. So go ahead. The attack will hit. With this damage, Acrisius, as you thrust into him, where are you aiming?
His back.
As you slam straight in the back, it goes upward at a slight angle, and you impale him through this greatsword. Styx, you have to quickly back out of the way and pull your rapiers out as the sword is just plunged straight through him. And he lifts it off the air slightly at this point. And he's kind of gasping for blood, and eventually his lower half just falls down, and the top of it slides down your blade and just over your head, Acrisius, as he's split in half.
Not so funny now, is it?
There is no response. At that point, though, I'm going to say we're out of initiative. As Raleigh, you basically just take your hammer and dismiss the rest of the thing. It's 4 rats. There's 52. I'm going to call initiative there.
They
I
could have
reckon-
killed us. You don't know.
No,
Yeah.
I'm-
They just start dodging endlessly and have nat
Look,
20s the whole way through.
if
we
you
don't-
want,
If we don't kill those rats now, they'll come back, get trained to be like ninjas, and they're gonna kill us in our sleep. They're gonna then
I firebolt the
Let's
rats.
do a funny roll. Roll for the rats, just to see what they would have hit.
okay, I'm gonna roll to see if they're gonna bite you, Raleigh.
They were in there.
What did I say?
Thanks,
Raleigh is
guys.
dead.
Thanks.
Goodbye, Raleigh. It was a pleasure.
I missed him already.
Well, no,
Jesus
if you guys wanted it, Raleigh, the rat will bite you. You'll suffer 11 piercing damage, and at that point, everyone will just be able to finish that off.
So,
So 11.
Is Raleigh down?
Still crying. I miss.
No, I'm still standing.
I'm still
Awesome.
Love
This
it when
was
you
your
have
fault,
D&D
guys.
that turns out to be true.
Oh, so now we're
Why
better in
does
hobos.
why does Minnie have like a web on him? Did I miss
He's
that?
currently
Because
hanging
I'm on the
ceiling.
ceiling currently.
crawling
Oh,
I'm
okay,
slowly
right.
crawling down the ceiling now.
He's gonna like pull the dagger out of his neck and just like put it into like his bag.
Actually, I'm gonna pull the dagger out of mine, and I'm gonna ask Raleigh if he's gonna use that dagger.
Possibly not.
I just reach forward in his neck and just yank it out without
I'm
even
going
remotely
to
worrying about the
approach-
safety.
And I'm gonna say, hello there. Fancy finding you down here.
Hello. You gonna eat me too next?
I certainly don't plan to.
Well, that's good. Ah, my shoulder. It slashed me up real good.
Ah,
What do you...
perhaps I can assist you with that. But I want to cast Cure Wounds on him.
So go ahead and roll for your cure wounds.
Let me first put this down to 1, and now I have to read it because I forgot.
D8 it's a
just
D8 plus
1d8.
your
Oh,
int
yes,
modifier.
the D modifier. Oh,
Oh, I'll heal you. Just let me look at my doctor's manual real quick.
He kind of like looks at it like the human body anatomy and tries to figure out where to touch you and like,
Yeah.
I've never
Like-
looked at a wrist before.
oh, cool! Right
Like, I-
there for 8 points.
Like he's a doctor and like he's looking up a video on how to do human heart surgery.
He's got
And I'm just laying there like,
for bones.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. Today we.
Oh,
8
God
plus
damn it.
5, so that's actually. Damn, brain math 13 points. of
13.
healing.
Nice. So, Christius, you'll go back to full.
Fuck, I was taking a drink of my soda and all I hear is welcome back to Watch Mojo.
I can just hear the intro music.
ah, that's so much better.
Oh, I'm glad I could be of help. What are you doing
So-
down here?
I get asked the same for you. What are you fools doing down here? Unless you like hanging down in, unless you like hanging down in the feces.
Not
Ah,
really.
Infested with a deadly plague, I'm afraid. You hear a voice just speaking into your mind out of nowhere. I need to find a cure for it, and this homeless man claims he knows a way.
The homeless man is currently, Jeffrey is currently like face first in the water still, just see bubbles coming up.
Speaking
Like,
of which,
that's
yeah, I was coming over to try and like lift him out of the water, or at least help him.
He's fine.
You look down, he's just like just staring dead ahead and like, I missed the man.
You did, yeah. You kind of jumped a little too high.
What is he? Kind of looks
behind you.
around. Oh,
There's, like, two,
he
there's like 2 of them.
he stands up and he takes the dagger and he starts splitting the homeless guy's belly open.
Which
Oh.
part? Top?
Oh. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
little gross. I'm gonna step over here.
as he does that, he kind of goes through the stomach like, found him, and he pulls out like a little half-digested mushroom.
Wait.
Kind of puts it in the water and brushes it off and puts it in the pack.
Oh,
We're just.
Ain't
It's,
one of those.
Oh, I
in
love
that
it.
type
I
of
love
thing.
him.
Oh hell no.
I'm all
Well-
for it.
just dissecting this dead man.
I want
to answer your question, my friend, we're down here sort of avoiding the god. The city's a bit under lockdown, you see. Oh,
Yeah, I've heard. I'm down here to try to get around the guards. I need to get into the city.
ah, we're just leaving the city. There's many gods in the street,
How many?
more than we could take.
Oh, well, if a group of you couldn't take him on, and I could go alone. Might be better to run and turn tail. If I can't even handle a homeless man, how will I be able to handle trained guards?
Oh, might I ask why you're heading to the city?
As you're doing that, Jeffrey will kind of speak up. Hey, to be fair, that homeless man that attacked you, and well, now he's dead, and he licks the blood off the blade very quickly. To be fair, he was an ex-adventurer, so he was actually pretty trained. You not dying to him is actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, I almost died if it wasn't for you. Or all of you.
Oh, and you see his cheeks start going red and kind of blushes a little bit. I literally did nothing though.
Yeah, we all pitched in a bit, you know.
How romantic. Just like, I'm complimenting this person. They're just like licking the blood off the blade of the person I killed.
D&D brings you into many strange adventures. Some will even maybe get nuts thrown at their face. But,
Come again?
friend, I don't believe I've seen someone like you. Might I ask, what are you?
I'm a Gallus. You probably haven't seen us before. We live high up in the trees.
Ah, I never look up. That would explain why I've never seen you before. How interesting. Well then.
Wipe the drool off your face. I'm not on the menu.
I am not here to eat you. I'm just a little bit insane. I'm sorry. Proper introductions. I am Zebo Logstroff, human ex-professor, artificer at your service.
CS, fighter at your service.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
And who's the rest of these people?
My name's Jeffrey, and that's the person over here.
I'm B. I'm just, halfling, traveling around with these guys, making sure they're not dying. That
I'll
would
take
be,
it that you're the brains of the group.
Yeah, no, I'm just the small one of the, 4 of us. If you haven't noticed, we're all kind of short, except the zucchini.
Then perhaps I will fit right in.
Are you
How
short?
tall are you?
I forgot. I think I'm 4'8".
You're
Oh,
up
that's
there.
pretty tall by this group
You're the,
standards.
yeah, you're the second
that's
tallest.
tall.
huge.
How tall are you?
2.
Who's the shortest?
I think
Mini.
Yeah, I'm 1'6".
I think Raleigh
but-
is 2 feet.
Yeah, Raleigh's 2'8".
Mm.
So I'm the giant. I'm probably the giant of this group.
No,
No,
Nah,
yeah,
that would be
I'm
that would be
5'8".
the human.
I'm a 5'8" human.
You. Pleasure to meet you. I am a Trey Crane. You might have heard of us. I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I take a fancy little bow. You see a small, completely pale white, bug creature in just a fancy little dress and a wig on. Just take a nice little bow. And they're completely spotless in this just nasty sewer system. Just completely spotless. Just clean as can be.
currently
The hell?
currently after that, Jeffrey starts patching you up, Sticks. Like, so the Chicken Man is currently avoiding trying to get into the city, while you folks are trying to get out of the city.
How bad is it in this city?
Oh, you know, just the plague and the paladin, the filth order, whatever they are. You know, the paladin, the clerical duties, they're all going around purging and getting rid of the dead bodies. Then you have the plague doctors going around experimenting. Actually, that's where I heard that these fellows, and he kind of starts pointing to the rest of the party members. They were all captured by one of the Mag Plague doctors, right?
This would
Yeah,
be
well-
correct, yes.
Wasn't he a
believe so.
plague doctor or some order, something like that? Either way, it was a kook. They were captured by a kook, and well, now they're not dead.
I thought we did leave him behind in a bit of a mess.
Ah, fuck him.
I like you.
I don't know if I like you yet.
There,
Do you
actually.
like me?
Look, I will like every single one of you if you help me get back home. How about that?
As long as you keep on your word to make me and my companion over there better with this sickness, then by all means, I am more than willing to help you.
So, are you getting down with the sickness? Oh, ah! Sorry, I forced a habit.
Well, this
You're
guy's a
like
psycho
out of
for sure.
character. Is your throat okay
This guy's
after
weird.
Wah! Wah!
What's that? Wait, what?
Wait, that's not disturbed. That's something else. That's a grapefruit.
that? That's not disturbed, but that is disturbing.
As I recast the spell Dancing Lights.
Sound is good.
Very, very quickly out of character. Yes, my throat is fine because I actually do practice screaming and whatnot, so I can make those noises without hurting my voice.
Oh, dang.
Beautiful.
Does somebody help you practice screaming, or is that all on your own?
Oh my god.
Oh, YouTube, like YouTubers and whatnot.
All right,
Yep.
we'll go with
Pretty
that.
good.
I can send you videos after session.
Yeah, that'd be cool, actually.
What are you laughing at? What?
Nothing. I'm not laughing at anything.
Yeah?
I'll say some
Okay.
stuff for the record, okay? You listen in.
Okay, man. Okay.
Look, I'm a metalhead. Okay, leave me alone.
Raleigh is also
Enjoy
not
this
ahead.
little rat race of ours.
You're
but
so
just gonna
funny.
keep moving.
I shall resummon Dancing Lights and be like, shall we continue on our adventure? Chicken Man, would you like to join our little silly party?
Jeffrey's gonna walk over. I mean, if you don't want to use magic, sorry, what's habit? We do have a torch, and he points, and he goes like ta-da towards the torch with both hands.
No, wait, Chicken Man. I must ask. You good at the drums?
Yeah, and he kind of holds it to you, Zibble.
I will stick to my Dancing Lights, but thank you.
Well, fair enough. And he'll take the torch himself.
Oh, forgot you put this in.
It is but a cantrip. Very easy to recast.
Well, anyway, it's just down around the left.
1,
Um,
2, 3, 6.
Let's do this.
Wait, what am I doing? It's not how I. It's fine.
So, Mr. Chicken Man, seems how you're now trying to avoid the gods and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So currently we are heading back to my abode. That's currently may or may not be overrun by something, and was kicked out. And oh, did I tell you folks that someone's occupying my place right now?
I don't believe you did.
Ah, well, yeah. So the only reason why I'm out and about is because I got kicked out. But then I saw you guys, and ding, light bulb in my head, right? Wait, what's a light bulb? A lantern, a bullseye lantern in my head and whatnot. And you did. Look, if you want the drugs to save your life, you're gonna have to help me evict some tenants. Well, not tenants, but whatever you call them. Porters? No. Squatters, yes!
Oh,
I have some squatters.
well,
before we go
I'm
over
not
there,
one of the sick ones. Perhaps we'll ask
Oh,
Styx.
speaking of that, I currently need Acrisius. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please, if you don't mind.
Constitution?
Yep. You'll see it next to your abilities.
Yeah. Constitution. And what do you want me to do with Constitution again?
Just click on the under saving throws Constitution. Click on that.
All right. And then roll.
Yep.
All right. All right. I've rolled 11 and a 12.
So you got 13 total.
Hmm.
Let me see very quick. I think that's going to be a failure, unfortunately. Basically, on point. Doll and Six both cough in your general direction.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
like where this is
pricks.
going.
Sorry about that. I
Y'all
can't
got
really
me
use my
sick.
tongue right now.
Ah, don't cough in my face.
Stop being so
Yeah.
tall.
The city is very dangerous. You can't even eat a nun's face without getting sick nowadays.
And you heard him correctly, Acrisius. Eating an unfaith.
Have you tried that recently?
That's how I got this cough.
It was apparently a very delicious meal from what she told us.
I like the squishier bits. Alright, I'll just go over the ceiling so I don't have to go through the water.
Yeah, I gotcha. Hold on, I need to
Remind me not to be locked in a room with him.
Same here.
Oh, watch your step. This seems to be a giant gorge here.
All right. Now, out of character, you did not pass the Constitution saving throw, and tomorrow you'll start getting affected. But you are currently now diseased, Carter.
Oh, good.
Basically, the disease is you've heard of it, and whatnot, and they mentioned it. It's similar to basically the Black Plague. You have now the Weeping Pox. And we'll show you what they do tomorrow. Oh, in game tomorrow.
Welcome to the club.
Oh, good. Biological sickness.
Yeah, it's a deadly club. Just that the one dying is usually you.
As we turn the corner and whatnot right here. All right, for some reason my PNG it keeps going angry, and I have no idea why. So I'm going to currently can I disable stuff? I don't know why. But anyway, my PNG keeps going mad, and I'm not trying to be mad.
Short fuse.
He turned the corner like, well, if you would like to explore a little bit before thing, it's basically just down the left. So when and he starts walking in this direction. So yeah, it's just down this way, right? You can explore the sewers as much as you want, or you can follow me right now. There may or may not be some dead bodies that you can scavenge down here. Just be careful of William. Just be careful of William. Yes.
Who's William?
Well, so you remember how I said there's dangerous shit down here? Well, there's currently I used to have a roommate named William, and then we let a stranger in one day. Next thing I know, William was gone. I found his body in the sewers. You know, and I got robbed. How dare that fucking bastard? But for some reason, William, even though he was dead, he kind of shed his skin.
Uh-oh.
And his skeleton started walking around.
Oh dear.
So just be careful of William if you want to explore a little bit.
Wait,
Weirdly enough, I prefer skeletons over you fleshy kinds. It seems more natural.
And I prefer our fleshy kind compared to your chitinous kind. How about that? Yeah, and he sticks his tongue out at you.
Where do I fall among these preferences?
Very good. I will crawl over to you and cast mending on you to help, fix some of the scratches and, dented in parts a little.
Now, as like you round the corner, you currently actually see coming out of the thing down here. You see a giant skeleton resembling that of a bull-headed humanoid currently that's walking about.
Oh,
His back currently turned to you.
Something bigger down here.
I guess we should ask the group, what would you guys prefer? Going with the homeless man or exploring a little?
Oh,
To be
wait, hold on.
fair-
I'm not homeless. I have a home. I'm just evicted from it right currently.
You mean you're evicted?
No, it's my home, and we're going to go evict the squatters.
So, if you don't mind me asking, why exactly are we avoiding William? You said he used to be your friend and that he shedded his skin, but you didn't say that he was exactly hostile.
Well, so I don't know if you've ever dealt with an undead, but unless you control the undead, they're very hostile. William was always a bit of a hothead.
I recommend we quiet down a little. I can see something down the road.
What do you see?
It appears to be a giant bull-like skeleton creature.
Oh, and Jeffrey goes, oh, that's William.
I will say to the rest, William is nearby. It's down that road. Quiet down.
Quiet,
To
I
be
shall
fair, I
be.
still kind of want to see it, you know.
Yeah, be our guest and go say hi to William.
If you die, can I keep your corpse and possessions?
Yeah, I don't really have anything. You can have the drugs.
He's in that direction.
Ah,
That way?
Yes,
will
I point
hold
down
on
this way.
now. I can send my lights down there. And I will send one
I want
here,
to go down there, but
and the other one right there. That's within 120 feet.
Yeah, so basically, as you guys see down there, you can now see down there because thanks to light. Everyone sees basically with the back turn a giant, well, towering, definitely, skeletal remained humanoid. Currently, two cloven hooves are standing in the water. It has a giant chipped axe at its right side, and its back is curved, and its head is that of like a more male bull. Now, if people would like to give me a nature check, try to figure out what type of skeletal remains is this, you could.
I
will
would.
do this.
I will
I would
voluntarily
not know.
not do that because
Yeah, I would
Raleigh
have
would
no
have no
clue.
idea.
I have no
me neither.
skill nature.
So, and Jeff's like, well, I really want to scuffle with Jeffrey again, so if you guys want to do that, that's fine. I'm not going to go down this way.
I would
think-
like to follow you.
I think Raleigh would be confused by the concept of undead after just now finding out what dead is.
So the lights turned back on, is what he's saying.
Wait, so is oh.
Yeah, so that's a dead end sticks down that way.
I see.
Stop moving for 1 second, please.
So for the exploration bit, because like I think I'm on a bit of a delay. Raleigh is walking alongside Zebel.
Zebel is still right next to you on my screen.
Yeah, Tail
Yeah.
isn't moving.
I just wanted to make sure that's clear.
Okay.
So before I go and get myself killed, nobody wants to follow her because she's like obviously wants to head towards the giant.
Do we
ram
notice
skeleton.
her actually? Because we all walked away. Do
I
we notice
mean-
her going down there?
The only two who are behind right now, assuming you guys have already walked ahead, are
Oh.
Teo's character and
Sticks.
Rick's
I would say
character.
that you would have noticed be taking an interest. You may not be your back's turned and whatnot, but you can definitely hear.
You know what? I'd like to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we can really take on a skeleton that big.
B.
Hey, listen, I'm not saying we need to take it on. I want to see it. I don't
B,
see
um,
stuff like this a lot.
With your nature
What's that?
check, unfortunately, you do not recognize what type of creatures remains this.
Oh,
What did Teo roll?
See,
Oh,
it's
maybe
an 8 plus 5, so 13.
You've heard tales of people in the north. Well, north from where you've been from, Zebel. More the Valkan clans, but they have been known to raid down in, what's their raiding and pillaging and whatnot. Descendants of these creatures have been more born in the southern regions. In the north, there was a clan of bull-headed humanoids. Now, you don't remember the name of these bull-headed humanoids, but you think that these might be one of the descendants of one of those raids. That's all.
Yes.
That is what you remember.
Some skeleton from the north, from a raid.
Do you know
I
anything
what he's
about
doing
them?
all the way down here. They seem familiar, but I I can't remember the exact details.
Your brain's foggy right now because currently you're where you're standing right now like is a collection of feces, and you're currently having the smell like to come up to your nostrils.
It really stinks down here.
Well, I'm gonna go check it out. You guys can leave if you want.
Well, I will
Curiosity
cut
does
cautiously. I don't want to leave you behind.
Don't worry about it. I'm not doing much.
All right, B, are you going to try to approach it stealthily, or are you going to try to approach it normally?
No, I'm approach it normally.
Okay.
Okay.
Gonna approach.
Tell me, just tell me when to stop. I'll just keep moving 5 feet until I guess it notices me.
Okay.
Oh.
You keep approaching and stands unmoving.
Okay.
I would like to ask him, did your friend happen to mention what he is before he passed?
Oh, sorry. Maybe I should have mentioned. Yes, he was a Minotaur. Minotaurs. What, from my understanding, he has like family up in the north of the Valkan like area and whatnot. He got banished, right? But just like a normal bull, they are very hot tempered.
I see. Banishment from a family. How lucky.
Melon, I
Man,
don't
sounds
know who you are.
familiar.
I can't
Sounds
see you.
familiar, bro. Sounds familiar.
Creature. 2 sticks. The creature is called a minotaur, apparently.
Oh, a minotaur? We used to have some of those at the circus.
How did you not? Okay, that's fine.
Anything?
No, he doesn't react to you. He just keeps standing there, kind of unmoving, just like he like shifting
Can
slightly.
I look it over then?
Yeah.
Like, all right. Do I need to make any sort of roll, or do you want
Well,
me to
you're
just say
lo-
that I'm looking it
So
over?
you're looking it over. Are you? So how describe how you're gonna look it over? Like so
I guess
when
at
people.
the start, she's kind of like actually looking it over, like trying to see if there's any like specific like I guess details about it.
All right.
But I
As you.
assume she would get closer.
Well, so-
Assuming.
All right. Well, as you're looking over one now, one thing you know is that he's currently he has 2 cracked lower left ribs. There's something around his neck, like a little amulet of some kind. And the bones seem to be actually rather strong. This man drank his milk.
I mean, he is a cow guy. I would assume he drinks a
Assumes.
fair bit growing up, at least, right?
Oh yes, you guys can have. I see someone has discovered you can talk as torch.
Yeah. Oops.
Carter, is there anything you would like to do while everyone's just kind of exploring? You can feel free to say anything you want, do anything you want while everyone's doing
All
stuff
right.
too.
So.
Oh wait, where did Zebul go?
Oh, Zebul is
I'm
right
just
here.
down like 4 squares from you.
Okay,
But
you're like
but yeah, no.
nearly impossible to see.
Well, yeah, because you don't have dark vision and whatnot.
I will tell Jeff that I think we want to explore this way for just a bit. Why don't
Okay.
you join us for a little bit of adventure?
Yeah, I'm good. And he'll kind of toss you the torch. Here, have that. He's just gonna. he's gonna go up that way, out of sight.
I miss him already. I will just leave it.
Gone. So you said he has an amulet around his neck, yes?
Yeah.
Does it seem to be giving off any sort of like glow or
it's giving off a
features or-
it's giving off a faint, purplish glow.
Right. All right. Big brain. We're gonna. How tall is he?
This creature is currently his not even his head. The horns are scraping up against the thing. His back is currently arched forward, and he's against the top of the ceiling right now. And the ceiling only
Okay.
goes up to 10 feet.
So, I cannot reach the amulet. I cannot reach to touch the amulet. Then is what you're saying.
No,
Oh.
but he is actually currently he's in the water, and that goes down 10 feet. So actually, maybe his horns are just touching slightly whatnot. So actually, maybe you could like barely reach the amulet. if
Wait,
you
wait,
wanted
wait.
to.
If
I'm
the
going-
water's
Oh,
10
water's
feet, how are
10
we
Why
feet
are we
getting
all
feet?
here?
If-
So-
I'm sorry. Sorry.
What's that?
I'm thinking the halfling. The water goes down 5 feet. My bad.
Okay.
Oh.
I can't stand in it anyway. Then
None of us can stand in it. Not even the chicken. Is he like 4
Oh.
foot?
Down here, it goes down 5 feet.
The water's
Ah, it
deeper in
goes
this part
deeper
of
in these sections down here, I guess.
Okay.
If you guys want, so one cool thing about Roll20, if you guys take the freehand tool or the text tool, you guys can make mental notes on the map for yourself if you want to.
Question: is William actually moving? Like, is this body moving?
No, he's currently just like shifting side to side. He's not reacting to that at all.
Okay. Okay. I can't think. So I cannot reach the amulet then?
No,
Is what you're saying?
well, with him in the water and whatnot, if you wanted to, you could barely touch the amulet.
I would like to try and reach out and touch the amulet. Not grab it, just touch the amulet.
Okay.
See if it does anything.
I need you to give me a dexterity check.
Swag.
This is gonna be a DC. This is gonna be a DC 15.
Yay.
Not a save, but a dexterity check.
A dexterity check.
You just click on. Are you proficient in dexterity save?
The
same
don't know how
modifier.
to check that.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah, it's the same modifier.
Same modifier. So 21. So with the 21,
Who wrote
you're able to tug on the amulet and whatnot, and as you tug it, it comes loose into your hand. You do not touch the Minotaur at all, but you now have an amulet in your hand, and as you have it, his eyes go from a green to a bright purple, and he looks directly at you.
Oh.
Can I do something while he's pulling the amulet?
Sure.
Can I infuse my hand axe with returning weapon?
So that's at the start of that's at the start of the day. So it's already infused.
Oh.
You choose your infusion at the start of the day.
Oh.
Basically, when you after a long rest, you choose what infusion you want.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's looking directly at
So
you.
he's looking directly at me. Okay.
Yep.
Is he? So he's looking at me, or he's looking at the amulet?
He's looking directly at you.
At you. Okay. I noticed that they're all behind me, right? Or no?
Mm-hmm.
Can I safely toss the amulet to any of them, or would that be too far and I would have to roll for it?
It's
Like to either to Raleigh or to
So here's the thing about the
Acrisius.
amulet. Tossing an amulet and whatnot is an improvised weapon, so this would be a dexterity check. I'll say DC 14. If you can make a DC 14 toss and whatnot, you could toss it to either of them.
Here, we'll do the dumb option. I'm gonna take a step back and see what happens.
Take a step back, and his head just tilts around. His body doesn't shift and whatnot, but his head just turns on his neck and looks around you, like almost like an owl looking over his shoulder down at you.
Around. I'm gonna say hello. Yeah. She's gonna like wave and try and see like if he actually responds.
As you wave, he looks at his hand and at you, and he waves in response, like kind of like the Iron Giant. If you waved at it and whatnot.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Do you not to really like take this from you and just leave? Are you fine with me taking this? Can you talk?
The blank stare in response.
Ew, excuse me.
Hey, bird guy, can you come here? Here, you take this, right? I hand him the amulet.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I just kind of shoo him off.
As the amulet is handed off, it will stop focusing on you and will now focus on Acrisius. Acrisius, how far away are you from William? You're 13.
About
As you move 20 feet away from him, he starts moving up towards you.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh no.
William, was it?
He kind of currently like staring down at you.
Do you want this back? I present the amulet to him.
He holds the amulet and whatnot. He looks down at the amulet. Looks back at you. There's no response.
So I don't think he's hostile right now. Does anybody here know how to identify anything?
I believe I can help you with that.
Can you like walk around him and come and check out this amulet? Because we need to figure out like what this is like doing.
Okay.
So,
Let me just
How
step
long does
up
it take
here.
to ritual cast something again? Quick
10
question.
minutes.
Like
10
Oh,
minutes.
10 minutes. What a funny coincidental number that is, right, guys?
Yeah.
Dang.
That's such a
10
funny
minutes.
time frame there. Very interesting.
So are you
what do you
saying I should ritual cast identify?
Do you have the pearl?
No, I don't.
You need 100 gold piece pearl in order to cast identify.
Well, too bad I
Okay.
don't have my component pouch.
Sticks,
Component
can you
patch can.
Sticks, how far can you ping where you can how far you can see Sticks?
I can see those. I was actually gonna tell
Where the fuck
Doll
are
to
you?
come over here for
Okay.
a second.
Okay.
I will.
Could you come over here? Be a doll.
Currently what you see down there is you see 4 dead remains of, well, you're not quite sure, but you see some stuff down there glinting like, oh, well, you see some like metal weapons and stuff, and there seems to be just
Wait,
4
down
dead
here?
corpses over there.
We're down here.
There seems to be some mass over there. Would you like to go check it out? Why they?
Wait, you
have
can
a-
see it. You can see into this.
I mean, yeah, this looks like just a giant pit. Yeah.
Yeah, we can all see into this.
Yeah,
thing right here.
that's what I said. So
Oh,
looks like a
my
pit.
bad. Hold on, I'll fix that. It's not a giant pit.
Percentage.
It's the inside of a wall.
Oh, okay.
I just
Oh,
forgot to
shiny
I
thing?
forgot to close it off. My bad.
Understandable. Where's the shiny things? Oh. Wait, slow down. I see
So,
remains.
while they're moving over there, can
Yeah.
I try and talk inside of the Minotaur's head with my silent speech trait?
Sure, go for it.
I once again try and say hello to him with another wave of my hand, but this time talking in his head to see if there's any response.
As you talk in his head, you just feel nothing. You feel something's there, like some form of magic holding something together, but you do not get a response back, and he doesn't even look in your general direction. He's currently just looking down toward the
Yes.
Acrisius, sorry.
You're good.
Bird guy, can you hand the amulet back to me? We're gonna keep going. We're gonna go figure out where the other two went. We're gonna bring the funny tour guy along.
Yeah. I hand it to
Okay.
you.
I'll hold on to it. If anything happens, it's my fault. Don't really want the new guy getting screwed over, you know.
Kashak has changed into a skeleton. I'm scared.
We're all scared.
Time to bust out the trumpets.
Not the dude.
Shoot.
Does
Did you hand it back to me, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool. So,
does anybody know where they went? I was too busy, you know, messing with giant.
Ah, they went
Ram
around
guy.
the corner, my friend. Around
Who-
the corner and to the left.
Wait,
we should probably
go get the torch.
Somebody go grab that, yeah, and then lead the way. I'll
Alright.
follow behind.
So, Christius, you can actually click on that torch and move it with you. If you want to do like a little box to drag, you can probably move all. You can probably move that torch with you with your arrow keys and whatnot when you move.
How do I click on it?
Literally, do you see the torch with the select move tool?
Yeah.
Try clicking on it. Does it pop up for you?
It does not.
It's
Okay.
locked.
Okay.
Maybe locked for me.
You should all have that. All right, go to torch. Can someone drag a new torch onto the field? Can you?
Here, I
yeah,
got one.
Cool. All right.
Oh, I can use this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
you bring that one then.
Oh, I can also move it.
Yeah, everyone has access to torch. That way, everyone can just make a torch at any point.
Maybe it was because Kashak dragged the torch on, so it only
Probably.
counted for him.
Hmm.
That's weird.
But yeah, we'll follow you, and then you know I'll keep the amulet behind. You guys all go ahead, and then you know maybe we'll figure out what this is later. Maybe Jeffrey
Um,
knows something.
Where are you
What-
guys going? The other two went this way.
Where?
Which way?
Oh,
What's this way?
There is no movement sticks over there.
This way.
Oh, that way. Okay.
Ah, I see. I thought they went down here.
No.
Will this thing follow us as long as we
They
have the
say-
amulet?
Yeah,
Who
I
has
was
the
gonna
amulet?
ask because I have the amulet. I took it
Alright.
back from him in case something happens.
Okay, well, you're not moving.
No,
All right. He's
I'm
currently
going to
staring at
start
you.
moving. I'm going
Alright.
to start moving and following the rest of the party.
Okay.
Okay.
He hasn't moved yet. And as you basically as you get that far away, he starts turning the corner through the water and staring directly at you.
We might be in danger.
Listen.
He's just moving through the water,
I-
following you, B.
B is meant to be childish and carefree, and I haven't really done much with that yet. So
Yeah, he's just currently following you.
that's great. I'm so excited. I can't
Yeah.
wait until Jeffrey turns around and sees the fire.
And so at this point, Jeffrey is currently. Fuck your dancing light, getting over Jeffrey. So at that point, Jeffrey's just currently waiting around currently waiting at this like circle and whatnot. It seems to be like a different hole going into the ground with a ladder going down. He looks around like, you're finally here, and he currently sees the giant skeleton remains of William, and he kind of looks a little bit spooked. Like, did you bring William over here?
We've been
Yeah,
making
I-
new friends.
I found I went over and checked him, and I took this amulet off of him, and now he just keeps following me. He hasn't done anything, and he doesn't talk, but I was hoping maybe you knew anything about it, because our wizard guy can't seem to identify it for whatever reason.
I don't have the materials.
Whatever. Do you know anything about like an amulet? Did he wear an amulet when you first met him, Jeffrey?
No, but hold that thought right there. Doll and Stick, so you guys went down there to check on the corpses and whatnot. There was no movement when you went over there. Did you want to inspect the corpses?
We stepped back and decided that we're gonna shoot a firebolt at it and see if it moves.
Okay, so you do so. Roll to hit.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect.
Let's see. The DC is 10 for the stationary object. 18. So your firebolt connects and scorches some of the rotting clothing and burns away the rotting clothing on that corpse.
Think it's safe. It seems dead. And I will climb back on the walls and just follow you. I will wait here. I will land here and hold another firebolt in case they come back anyways. Cause
Yeah,
if we see one undead, I am very on edge with corpses right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna get super close and expect the one in the air.
Doll, from around the corner, you can hear some people approaching through the water, and you hear voices coming from over there. Like,
Wait, what?
look, Brian. There was a giant bull-headed creature down this way. I'm telling you the truth. If we go straight, we can avoid it. Probably not deal with anything, right? But
Voices. I say into Styx's head. I hear people nearby.
and you see currently some people. Well, you currently see someone come around. Can you see that?
Yeah, I see someone barely coming around the corner right now.
Yeah, and he's not even looking in your general direction. Like, look, he's down that way, and we go straight forward. I bet you we can get to that quarantine zone and we can loot some of those houses.
I see one, but he's talking to someone. I will go
And they
back
keep-
around the corner, and I'll just climb
And
up
as
on
you're-
the ceiling.
As you're
and just
turning,
fall flat.
as you're turning the corner, you could make out two other people before you left.
Ah, perfect. I saw 2 more, 3 in total at least. I will just very slowly crawl back a bit closer to this end.
I guess just let me. I'm digging through these corpses now. Just what?
Okay.
What? Yeah.
Roll me a D100, please.
D100.
I'll be right back.
Thank
So
God
the
we
D-
split the party. This is always recommended.
Now,
Yep.
currently down here, you think these bodies have been scavenged before and whatnot. So what you see currently down here is a mixed match of, you find a dagger, the rotting clothing probably unusable, sullied, and also rotting. You find a coin pouch with like 5 copper in it, and as well as you find a longsword down here. The only thing of note that you come to find is there's actually there seems to be what was left, but you find what would seem to be like a crossbow, but it's more made. It's shorter and stout. It doesn't require 2 hands. It seems like it's more handheld, but you recognize it as a hand crossbow.
I'll take the dagger and the copper. I'll ask Doll if she wants the crossbow.
I'm okay. Magic does the job. For now, let's see what these friends will do.
Do you think any of our companions like a crossbow?
I'm sure they might like one.
And
I'll pick up the crossbow for now then.
And you pick it up. It's only held in one hand. Hand crossbow is the same. You can look it up, but you can add it to your inventory for right now.
Yeah, I'll add it if I end up keeping it.
Okay.
Do I hear him like walking through the water?
Yeah, which way? Yeah, so.
Yeah, at this point, when you guys come over here, they're not around the corner at all, and they seem to be gone.
They seem gone for now. Let's try to regroup and let them know we're not alone down here.
Yes. Let's make haste.
I will.
I'm getting rid of all these yet.
We go
I'm
through
back.
the yipping
Hello.
caves. End up.
I'm getting rid of all these yet.
Hate crime. That's just a hate crime, straight up.
Six Corner, he backs up a little bit after seeing William. Was like, oh, I forgot that thing was still following us.
And
Hey, welcome back.
So while that was going on, we're going to go back to our conversation. Like Jeffrey, like Bill, like William's not attacking you.
Yeah? Is he supposed to?
I've seen that person kill at least 4 people down here.
Okay.
I think we found them.
Where?
Oh, hi! You're back.
Quick question. Do you remember what color his eyes were? Because like when we
they were-
first saw him,
they
they
were
were
blue like-
green.
They were blue like the sky. Why?
Because his eyes turned purple when I took the amulet. I don't know if that means anything to you.
Look. All I know is that it now, it's very hostile, and
It
it's not
doesn't seem to
attacking
be.
you, and it's very confuzzling right now.
If anything,
I
he's
am
very
confused
docile.
myself.
No, he hasn't done anything. He just kind of keeps staring at us.
He looks over to you, Zibble. He's not breedable. There is nothing there, so don't even say that.
Wait, what?
Okay.
I will
No,
say to be.
I said he's very concerning.
Say again.
I sorry, out of game. I thought I heard some submissive.
No.
He's
My
looking
bad,
for
I misheard.
What?
I misheard. Okay, leave me alone.
That was just.
Nobody clip that.
Sewer dweller madness. Okay, just ignore. To be, I will say, we're not alone down in these caves. I saw at least 3 others.
Yes.
Wait,
Humans,
Did-
it seemed.
like the one we just fought?
Yes. Living,
Oh.
breathing, talking.
Where?
Even.
Where did they go?
They said they were headed straight, so I believe they hopefully went to near where we started.
Oh, it's nothing to worry about then. We
No,
should
no.
probably get going.
No. There's nothing to worry about when it comes to like random people. Like I said, the sewer is used by many different people to transfer us around down by the guards. If they're hostile, they'll attack you. But if you stay outside and you mind your own business, most people don't really give a fuck what you do down here.
Actually, Doll, did you happen to catch a name?
I will be honest with you. I'm pretty bad at these humanoid names. I
Oh.
don't recall.
All right. Well, I have to ask: are you all tip-top shape?
I think so,
I
yeah.
think I am. Oh, before we move on, does any of you like to have a crossbow? I seem to have found one.
Eh,
Well,
no,
and
I
if-
got my magic.
And Sticks will take out a hand crossbow.
Yeah, I'm holding like a hand crossbow, but it's very small. Holding it in one hand.
Interesting.
Would you be interested in it, Zucchini? You seem to have a nice little backup in case you run short on your magic.
I actually happen to already have one of my own.
Well, maybe you
Did
could
you
do
find
it
any
like me.
bolts by chance?
Unfortunately, no. Just the weapon itself.
Ah, darn.
So we're good?
But I believe so.
You guys don't mind me bringing this William along?
Uh,
He hasn't attacked us yet. I don't see why not.
Look, I'm going to be completely honest here. I don't think he knows how to climb ladders.
I'm curious to see what he does, to be fair.
I mean, if he's not attacking you, did your mic die? You're talking right now. We haven't heard.
Yeah, if you're talking, I have not
Yeah, I
heard
think
you
it might
for the
die.
couple minutes.
Mr. Jeffrey, would you like to have a crossbow?
I suppose. Sure, I'll take it.
And I'll place it like 6 feet away from him and just step back.
Why did you place it? He walks over to pick it up. Why didn't you just hand it to me?
Because you don't want to be nowhere near what has the pox.
I was already near you. Today.
Earlier, you told us that if we had the pox to stay 6 feet away.
Look. We kind of already got blended, okay? And I already took my daily dosage. I'll be fine.
If you say.
I didn't take it yesterday. That's all.
I'm gonna walk past him.
All right. So you can't go that way and whatnot. There is a circle down here that has a ladder going down it. It's like a sewer grate. The hole in the floor. That's what this room is.
Deeper it is we shall go.
Wait. Before we go, do you guys mind if I go first? I want to make sure that the William doesn't do anything. You know, in case you guys are.
Excuse me,
Can we
but
take a break first? Just
Yeah, we can. I was going to have the break after you guys go down. Basically, as you start going down the ladder, William will kind of go up and just stare down the ladder.
my new favorite NPC.
William eyes emoji.
Iron Giant Skeleton Edition.
All right, well, I will be first to try and go down the ladder then.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll bring you all down the ladder, and it's currently nighttime down here. But you guys can all put yourselves at the start where the ladder is.
Where's the ladder?
I see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see it. Yep. Okay.
All right. Now there is natural light down here from different fungi. As you can see, that what seems to be like this thing is just overgrown. So everything down here is dim light. But we'll explain that when we get back. Now we'll take a 10-minute break for folks, and we'll come back after the 10-minute break.
all right, I'll set a timer then.
All right.
Perfect.
All right. Take the time to go get more water, use the restroom, do what you ever got to do.
All right. B.
All right.
Play patty cake.
Folks, I will be right back for my own stream, so please enjoy some ambient gossip core music.
I have some ambient sewer music playing in the background.
I still got the epic battle music going.
I'll post it in the Discord what I'm listening to. It's been actually very immersing, actually.
I had the Chicory OST playing during the fight.
This is the main mix that I listen to.
I'll post it in the
This one's
session in
pretty good.
progress thing. But I've been listening to this, and it's been very immersing. There's some water drippings and rat noises, and it's yeah, this is totally what I'm hearing right now.
Well,
And it goes on for 3 hours.
Dang.
So I thought
I'm just gonna change my music here to something
Pause
more
it now.
fitting. There we go. This is fitting for a break. I think.
Fitting for break. We'll go to be right back on my
Hells
screen
yeah.
here. We're taking a small break here, guys.
So chat, how's everybody going tonight? Dun,
This is
dun.
like I said in the general thing, by the way. This is the coolest fucking thing I've ever done.
In D&D?
Yeah, dude. Like, I think the only other thing that tops this is my very first campaign ever. I was playing with a kobold buddy, and we were like shooting down at enemies or whatever, and one of them was really low, and B, in all of her geniusness, shoved the kobold mage off of the cliff on top of the enemy, and ended up killing them with kobold ass. It was
Oh
great.
my gosh.
Gotta love
It
it when you can stack fall damage as an attack.
Yeah, it was awesome.
There was okay, so y'all might get a kick out of this. There was a game I was running where
Right.
so it was a one shot based on a dream I had, if that tells you how this is gonna go. But one of my players, so I had them, they were fighting a wyvern, right? And one of my players built a grung meme build and asked me before giving me context for this if we could uncap fall damage. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, sure. Literally nobody's going to hit 20d6 in this little one shot. So like, fine, we'll uncap it. I have no idea what you're planning. And then we get to the fucking wyvern fight, right? Final fight of the one shot. And this dude one shots a wyvern by jumping at it. And I still have the calculations somewhere, but I think he did somewhere close to like 40 something d6 of fall damage.
Amazing.
He exploded himself.
He
And
died?
he died, and he also killed the wyvern. Because, like, it's a frog. Have you ever seen a frog? Have you ever seen anything hit a fast-moving object?
No.
Okay.
Aside from like a bullet, I guess.
So imagine, if you will, big, very strong dragon sitting still, very small
Right.
frog man going several hundred miles an hour in a single jump.
Right.
Which one splats first?
I believe it's the thing standing still, yeah?
Now, the dragons are generally stronger than that. The dragon died, or the wyvern died, but like the grung also died because he.
Well,
broke his
yeah, I
neck.
figured. Well, I don't know.
Here, let me see.
Calculations are too much.
Let me see if I can find it right quick.
Carter, that's so. To go off of what you're saying, Carter, I assume you're still here and listening. I was actually like that for a couple of my first sessions. And especially this session at the start, like for the first two sessions, I wasn't as talkative. I still tried, but I'm more used to like typing, and it's generally something you just get into. Like, you're definitely doing well with responding and stuff so far. So like, don't even beat yourself up about it. You've done a lot better than I've seen some other people do. Not referring to anybody here, I just mean other campaigns. It's generally just finding like times and stuff that you think would be good for you to talk. You're doing good though. Like, great so far. Your rolls were kind of wonky, but that's nothing you can really fix.
Thought it was 100% crit rate.
Yeah, man, that was crazy, dude. Nat
Yeah,
one,
and
nat
broke
one,
the
nat
Hey, that
20,
was
and nat
double
one.
21. That was
That was
crazy
Yeah, dude.
too.
Definitely beginner's luck. Like, you might have gotten a bunch of crits today, but tomorrow you might get no crits.
It's also cool
hey,
because
Teo, should I
I've never
tell him
seen a
that-
chicken, so that's cool.
I've never seen a chicken either.
Hey,
Which
Teo, should I tell him
reminds
the
me, I
story
have
about
been
the one?
resisting singing the chicken wing thing, the meme.
Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni.
Are you streaming, Teo?
Wait, what?
You are streaming. No, I don't have 10K.
SMH.
So, I have a question. What is the breed dragon, Redeem? I'm a little scared.
You do this. I'll do it for you here.
Oh, it
I believe
breeds
that's
the
when you
little
make, like, a
dragon
pet
in the
dragon,
lower
right?
rights. And we're breeding the dragon now.
Okay.
And it changes the way it looks, basically, and updates the Facebook page Oh my god, that is the purplest
Oh,
dragon I've
my,
ever
those
seen.
lips! Oh my god!
Yes.
What have I created?
You've created the purple Tulkira.
Oh my gosh! What have I done?
But like in the
Jump,
little
damn.
dragon app that's down below my stream, you can actually click the dragon and open up like a Facebook page of every time the dragon has been bred. This dragon has been.
I hate the DSL it got. Wait.
That's so good.
I gave him the worst cursed lips ever.
Oh yeah.
No,
Give him
no.
DSL. I don't like
That's
that.
not the cum dragon. We're fine.
No, that's
So
Kashak.
Teo, should I tell them the story of what happened to my character Arthur, where I chucked a wah?
Wow.
Blep.
Do you remember that story, Teo?
Yes.
Should I tell
No,
it to them?
actually. Wait. Maybe.
All
I
right.
might
So,
need a refresher.
all right. So I'm playing a Paladin Leonin in a monthly game. We only play it like once a month because the DM lives about 4 hours away, so we're gonna make the trip up here like once a month. So we make up for it, but we play it like 8 to 9 hour sessions. But anyways, last time we played, let's just say, okay, we have all of us in the party are currently furries. We have a red panda, we have a few tabaxis, we have a fox character, we have a wolf character. So a bit of homebrew in there. The DM wanted us to kind of taste that, because we were winning a lot of fights, that a taste of loss for once. So he had us fight against 3 chimeras, which in D&D are very freaking powerful. Things didn't go the DM's way though. We kind of started winning, and my character wasn't even wearing his armor. And Paladin without armor is like DC like 9, because I have 9 strength, so I would get wrecked.
Let's see. I'll let
but-
you finish first.
Oh, well, I want to tell you this anime moment I had. So the first anime moment is that he sort of had 2 of them run away. The first one, I was like, no, I don't want this to run away. I start running at this thing, and I use my, I forgot what it's called, Divine Divinity, and I use the Peerless Athlete, where I can run and jump twice my ability. So I do that and chuck like a spear at the first one, and I down it. But that's not the best part. After I kill this one, the DM's like, you killed a chimera. He makes another one come in to help the other one with like a mating call thing, but we start kicking its ass.
Oh, jeez.
And this is where the story is great. So the DM wants the 2 of them are dead, and the other one is running away, and it's about 180 feet away from us. Peerlessly Athlete lasts about 10 minutes. So this is what that's enough build up. Here's where the story gets interesting. Okay, so our Ra is a thief. He's a psychic thief. He's the one that can summon knives and just chuck them. And he's like our height in this campaign. He's like 2 feet tall. So I turn to him like, hey, trust me? And he goes like, no. Well, too bad. I kind of pick him up and start running with him like a football in between my arms. And I jump towards the chimera. And then about, I want to say like 15 feet into the air, because I rolled high on my athletics roll, I just chuck my teammate a good 65 feet into the air towards this chimera. And he's freaking out, screaming, and then he sees a chimera in front of him, and he's like, oh, wait a minute. He summons one of his psionic daggers, throws it, gets just enough damage to kill it, and they're both falling. The chimera lands, and being about 100 feet up or so is enough to death saving it and just kill it. He hits the ground and gets knocked the F out. But then the DM was like, roll a death saving throw, because they're going to take time to get to you. He rolls a nat 20. So basically he just lands 100 feet into the dirt after killing this thing mid-air after being chucked by a Leon, and just stands up and goes like, I got it, guys!
Oh my
The
gosh.
DM must have loved that, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
he wants
slow
to send
fall?
it to Mr. Ripper. You know who Mr. Ripper is? He's like a D&D like person on
yeah.
he does like Reddit. Yeah, he wants to send it to him.
So what the fuck did I come back to?
I was telling him my
Long
D&D
story
stories.
short, when 2 dragons love each other very much, you get a really weird purple one with boobs for some reason.
Actually, it's smiling. Its mouth is open.
Oh, that's
That looks like lips, Teo. I'm sorry. Those are some lips. Those are some. Those are some.
Let
Sexy
me make it
vampire
bigger
lips.
for you and show you this. Those are not lips.
They're
Yeah,
clearly
it
lips
looks like
now.
it got that fucking, the facial hair and then the giant lips.
Yeah, this dragon looks like it wants me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a mouth now, but
Yeah, now it looks like a mouth. Now I can see it. Okay. Previously,
I mean,
looked
it
very
could be
pathetic.
lips with teeth. I don't know.
Somehow worse.
Let's be my tiny symphony. Just let me play my violin for you.
why are you listening to that?
I like the song.
Because don't you know that the world's smallest violin really needs an audience? So,
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, I see.
anyways, welcome back, Kashak.
Yes, welcome back.
Are we
Also,
good?
Jin, what you need to do with your paladin and is add a little bit of monk, and then your armor class can go way up.
Oh, it's because this all happened in the middle of the night, so I didn't have time to down my armor. With my armor class is like 19 in that game.
Up into smithereens and spew my
Dude, I
tiny
remember one of my B-Spook games, the DM allowed me to get like a heavy armor. Like normally druids are not allowed to wear like heavy metal armor or metal armor at all. But he allowed me to like homebrew one in that was basically just a big like wooden chest plate that would like fuse with their body. So along with being able to get temporary health with the spore thing, I also had an AC of 18. So I just never died. It was awesome, dude.
Yeah, get an
Nice.
AC of like I think the highest you can feasibly get legitimately I think is 25 AC without using any
Damn.
outside sources. But getting to that is hard and takes a lot of money and it takes a lot of money and like spells.
And even in this campaign, since I have access to like spiky shield, like even if shit gets past my AC, like they're just gonna damage themselves.
You would think.
I would hope. That's
But see, hold on. But if they damage you, then you damage them back. But then, like, let's say they hellish rebuke you.
yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
we just
hell,
keep damage each other back until one of us dies.
that's one of my favorite spells.
I'm also hoping William just like slams through the ground on top of an enemy later.
Yeah, William is
That just looks at you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I hope he pops up later again. That's awesome, dude.
Uh-huh.
Actually so excited over that.
We're gonna have to run into him anyways because I don't see any other exit other than the ladder.
Oh,
So-
there's that giant pit.
so yes.
I think
And everyone has now come down here. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let me go grab Jeffrey.
Jeff.
Oh yeah. We left him upstairs with William. They're talking right now.
Yeah, they got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, right?
Remember William will shove his head into the little manhole. We'll be blocked down here forever.
Dude, I'm just waiting for him to try and crawl down once, because it seems like once I get 30 feet away, he moves. So I'm curious, like if I start moving forward, the fucking ladder's just gonna start breaking.
Oh
Just swimming laps while we wait.
Amazing.
Jeffrey,
Jeffrey.
just let you know, this is sewer water, so there are stuff in the water and whatnot.
And I'm getting out. I need a shower.
You're in the sewer.
Oh,
Someone
don't worry.
hose me down.
Bro,
Alright.
the
Here
picture makes
we
it look
go.
so pretty.
Purify the water.
The water
Look,
looks so clean, though.
So right now, this water is actually salt water.
Oh.
Oh,
so I
it's
should
I feel
say
like
I
that's
don't
even
know.
worse.
It's coming and flowing from the ocean back to the ocean.
So the ocean is poo water.
Well, you are by a harbor. So, hold on, guys, before you keep going forward, okay, we still haven't returned from break yet.
Haven't returned from
You
break.
die.
Oh my
You
god,
get
we have
smote. You went too far.
time for one more AJR
These
shot.
messages will be
No.
right.
I want to make sure, is everyone here yet now?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
good.
not here. I'm still
Here.
I'm still mixing my drink.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I think is Rook here?
Yeah, I'm
I haven't
here.
heard him talk in a minute. Okay.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
I didn't
but
want to talk over anyone.
No, you're fine. It's all good.
Yeah, well, hurry up.
Yeah, that's when I started using the messages. If someone's like deep in conversation, I could just type in the messages thing. That's what me and Minnie were doing.
Yeah.
Feels like a
Hey,
good workaround.
What?
Yeah, I saw that.
Are
I
you
was
done
glad.
mixing your drink?
Yes.
Oh, then you know.
I took my spoon out just now when you asked.
Good.
Teo, is it a magic spoon?
No. I actually really hate the salted caramel flavor. But
So,
like of that
everyone,
cereal.
so
Don't let
everyone's
them hear
back.
that.
We're all back.
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Hi, back. I'm Dad.
Hi, Dad.
I'm
Hey,
gonna get a
Dad.
shield and use
Oh.
the spell shield just so I am immortal. I hope you know that. Just for that joke alone, I'm gonna have to do it.
Okay, cool. Counterspell.
Oh my! I still have a
Counterspell.
shield at that point and an AC of 19 if I have it. So.
Okay. So,
SMH.
everyone up here. As
Yeah.
Jeff,
Counterspell.
basically, all right, B, you come down here one by one. Jeffrey's the next one down here. Like, you kind of, and everyone comes in, he breathes in, like, I get it. This place smells like shit.
It didn't before.
Well, I haven't been here for a little bit. Okay, Mr. Bossy. Sheesh. I don't fucking, judge you for your whole getup right there.
What's wrong with my getup?
It's gaudy.
The point.
Well, then call me Captain Obvious. Me.
I actually like
Oh.
this place. It's quite
Okay, Captain
lovely.
Obvious.
Alright, so here's the thing, right? So, yes, there are things down here. How well are you guys at fighting water?
I don't like water.
What?
Yeah, like, do you guys have like little glass vials to collect water and whatnot?
No.
Ah,
Not with us at the moment.
do any of you have like maybe I don't know, sorry for the habit of thoughting. It's not funny. No, it's not funny. Bad Jeffrey. It's bad. Bad Jeffrey. All right. Does anyone know like any wind magic? Maybe. No.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know any
Ah.
magic.
Well, then let's be very quiet and sneak upon the thing. Okay.
Speak up.
Wait, where?
Well, just give it a moment.
Okay.
So,
Okay, it's been a moment.
so basically, just letting Jeffrey basically holding you guys back. Like, he's motioning you guys to stay back and whatnot. Eventually, maybe about 5 minutes later, after stuff's going, you guys start seeing a mist come up from this giant crater. Well, no, it's a hole in the wall, so you don't know how deep it goes. But eventually, a mist starts rolling up from in it, and popping out of it, you guys see a little creature made out of what seems to be fog, mist, steam. You're not quite sure, but the creature, it has gotten actually pretty hot in here since the mist is starting to come up. It's currently floating up and whatnot, and heads into this house.
It's just hot in here, or is it just me?
No, see,
Oh.
that's the thing. That's the thing.
That's the thing?
Yes.
Didn't look that scary, to be fair.
What is that thing?
I don't know.
I
But
say
I
we
just
go check it out.
okay. You do that.
Okay.
I'll stay back here.
I'll go with you.
Cool.
And B, as you basically move through here, you guys hear a tumbling coming from underneath as the sewer grate head from above just drops down, makes a loud noise, and then you just see coming down the ladder, falling 30 feet, or the 20 feet the ladder goes down, comes down fucking William.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
There's a large crackling of bones and whatnot, and he lands down. He's gonna take some damage. I'm gonna roll, roll the damage.
William. Oh.
No damage. What are you talking
You
about?
can't hurt William.
William's
He's
the
got strong
Chad.
bones. What,
He
you
got
stupid?
I think I'm gonna
William
step
be
a little
drinking
bit
his
forward
milk.
here.
He's been
Look at those
drinking, bro.
bones.
And we took a large crack of bones echoing throughout the entire
I don't think they heard that.
room.
No, I refuse
We
to.
are, we are, we are not
Yes.
getting, we are
A
not getting a
question.
surprise round.
Oh, not anymore.
That happened.
See, I told you guys he would follow us.
William started like carding and actually kind of shoves Devil aside and
Oh, yep. Just pardon me.
walk right here.
Hey, welcome back.
Oh, you may want to move.
Nice to see you again, William.
And as everyone's going, mist starts to fill out of this house.
There goes our surprise.
And Jeffrey kind of like, yeah, I think they know we're here.
You sure?
Can
I
I
will
just
ask him.
step inside this
Yes.
house I'm near?
Yeah, you can step inside that house. You're inside that little hut.
Yeah.
Okay, you're currently out of sight and whatnot.
Oh, are we hiding?
Well, he's hiding at least.
I'm
I'm
hiding.
Now-
I'll
going
stand,
to this
hiding.
bed, actually.
I'll
you-
stand
you
outside
hear-
the door.
Well, before you move any further, Sticks.
Yeah.
You're there.
Okay.
As the mist starts pouring out, you all hear thing echoing coming from. Oh well, my stream's dying. Oh well, my stream's dying, but people are watching you guys at least.
We'll get your stream back. We'll revive it.
Not
with
the
the power of
Kashak
teamwork.
stream. No.
We resuscitate his stream.
William was too strong.
William hit
He
so
couldn't
hard.
handle
Broke
the
the stream.
bones.
He shook the stream out.
Damn. Too much bone rattling.
Too much bow.
There was too much calcium in those bones.
For those
Well,
of you
no,
just
no,
wondering
alright,
what's happening,
my stream's back. I shouted out Tail for anyone who wanted to go watch Tail's perspective for all this, but my stream's back, so it's fine.
oh, damn,
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if William's favorite instrument is the trombone.
All right. As what the fuck was that? What was that noise? Jesus Christ! Also, Carter, thank you so much for the boop.
What? I didn't make noise.
Oh no, the clip. It was the clip that I shouted you out so people could go watch you and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow you real quick.
I really hope it wasn't the clip of me saying, I'm doing acid.
No, it wasn't.
Thank
I'm
God. I'm
a
gonna
fuck-
go
yeah.
read that real quick.
All right. So as the steam starts fluttering out of the house, you hear
There we go.
you hear almost like a wispy voice, like just it's dissonant, not all there, whispery like, and it comes out and like, oh, comes down here.
Sorry, can you speak up?
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Very, very quickly, could you guys hear me actually talking the mic and
No,
whatnot?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, okay.
I'm just joking.
Okay.
We're being sassy to the thing now. Apparently.
I wanted to make sure.
All good.
I'm not sure what you said. I think I missed it.
Ooh, I like that.
Hear
That's
low
it. You're going
grumbling.
in the hole.
I liked it.
Seems to be heaving. I wonder if it has an issue with smoking.
I see. These ones are choking like. We like chokers. The one before, the one in the back over there. We like that one too, but he ran away. So, why have you come down here?
To be fair, we're just following that guy. I don't really know.
Jeffrey,
Yeah.
like, did you really have to point me out? Alright, you fucking whatever you are. And he kind of just starts walking forward. I just drew not actually walk
No.
forward and whatnot.
You lied.
Yeah, he said I draw the line here. I've had it with him.
He starts Jeffrey
done.
like, look. You have invaded my space and you need to get out now.
You want me to leave? You want us to leave? Yes, I want you to leave right now. I'm sorry, not the time, the force of habit. Yes, I want you to leave right now, please. And what if I said no? What are
We
you and
have a
your friends
William.
going? With a William?
This thing. And then she kind of like points to the giant minotaur.
He's certain point. The Minotaur points at itself too.
I love him. I love him.
I
This
love
is
him.
mine.
We have to bring him everywhere. I will go shopping with him. I'll make him a pretty dress. I'll do it.
Go to town
We have
with
a
a giant minotaur.
skeletal
William in a
minotaur
dress.
pet now. What the
Commission
hell?
Yeah, and gothic Lolita dress, right? It's like.
D&D goals. Get a giant pet skeleton minotaur.
Oh my god.
Put him in a dress.
So, so you. It seems that you are necromancers. Oh, that means I would feel no guilt in taking you and shoving you down the hole. The creature down there is very hungry, you know.
I was unaware.
To be fair, I just kind of took the thing off of his neck, and then he started following me. I don't know anything about this necromancy that you're talking about. I just like mushrooms. I don't know, like, I don't raise dead yet.
The necromancer's a drug addict. Got it.
Listen, you're not getting my point. Can you just like come out of the house? It's kind of hard to talk to you without like a face,
In response, what happens is there's actually something that flies out of the thing. It's almost like if people very briefly it just comes flying out, thrown, and it hits the water right here. It seemed to be that like a tiny, like maybe sapphire was thrown out of the house into the water.
Did you just throw a rock at us?
I think you threw a rock at us.
Maybe.
Why did you throw a rock at us?
Do you want something? Like I don't know what that was supposed to do. Like
The mist
do we
starts
throw it
coming.
back?
The mist starts coming. It's a sapphire in blue water. Good luck. You're going to be diving down there in a little bit, but the mist starts coming more and more out of the house. Let me get this and that. It starts forming out. Starts coming more densely, forming into a forming into a fog.
Oh no, the house came.
I'm just gonna back up here.
Not the Coom house.
His last orders were cut.
Look, yes, I know that. Look, I know if you look at it a certain way, it looks like a fucking speech bubble. Okay, yeah, maybe the house. No, that's it. The fucking house is a mimic now. Fuck you.
Oh
What's it say?
shit.
What did it say? What's it
The
saying?
true final boss, house mimic.
William, get it.
What the fuck is a gazebo?
Get that fucking.
ASMR.
Who the fuck wrote that?
Who wrote
I don't know, I got pinged. That can't be me. That's crazy.
See, I was going to reward inspiration for that, whoever did it, but no one coughed up, so no one gets inspiration now.
I don't know how to write, so it wasn't me. The torch did it. Can I do one thing?
What are you doing? The mist is coming out of that thing?
I want to look around the current house I'm in to make sure I'm alone.
Give me a perception check.
Is it light in there?
I don't know.
There's no light in here, so give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh, you ass.
I shouldn't have asked. Curiosity.
I already rolled low.
Oh, good.
Oh, that was higher. Okay, so I gotta take the low one. Let's see. Perception. It's plus 3, so that's gonna make a total of 11.
You don't think you see anything in there. You're alone. You see a desk and a barrel in there.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is there anything shiny?
No.
Okay.
Hey! Listen, before we like do the fight or whatever, are you sure we could like talk this out without getting pushed into the hole? I don't really want to go down there. To be fair, I don't think they want to go down there either.
There's no response.
Sweet. Can I throw a rock at it?
You can throw a rock if you want.
Start throwing rocks at it.
More mist starts spilling out. Alright, I need to move these to...
Okay. It's time to think.
Hey!
What?
Jeffrey looks down at the water right there and like... I don't know if water's supposed to start doing that. And Dull, you're right beside him and whatnot, and he points down, and you look over, the water is starting to bubble.
I will take at least a step back. Thank you very much.
You like, Jeffrey's gonna step back behind you.
Touch it
Protect
and
me,
see if
tiny
it does
bug girl.
something.
But it starts getting to a point where everyone can start hearing the water bubbling right here, where that tiny rock, maybe that sapphire, sticks what it saw the sapphire. It's just the water's bubbling right there.
So everybody would see this now?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
sapphires
going
get
to
round.
take a step forward and try and look at what's happening.
And as you take a step forward, you see a face form into the water, and a tendril reach out at you.
Swag.
It's gonna make an attack roll against you. As coming out of the thing starts riding the form of that as a crashing, whirling wave. Currently, what's coming out of the water, which I will put right here. Ta-da! As a
Oh my god!
creature made of water starts coming over there and starts to envelop you, basically. It'll make an attack roll against you.
Oh.
Man.
I should have stepped back further.
Man. Yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
Yep.
And with that, you're sent flying backwards and you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
You are next. The water basically comes out, roars over you, and knocks you straight back into the wall. As now you're drenched and whatnot. You're currently down.
Can you say that again? Your mic kind of like dipped like really low, and I didn't hear the first part.
The water comes out and basically just slams into you, sends you flying. Sticks. You see B currently now right there against the wall. The concrete is that, and blood is trickling down her face. She is currently unconscious. You're not dead, B. You're unconscious.
Awesome.
Oh dear.
So I'll set my thing to 0 then. Do I just set the green to 0, or do I have to do any minus or whatever?
Set it to 0.
Okay.
I guess this thing likes to crash the party of its waves.
In response, and the water starts to form higher and higher, forming about 10 feet, just underneath William's height, because it's currently coming from the water. William's currently standing, above the water. And with that coming from this, like,
Hey, William, you like our friend, right? It kind of just punched her.
Well,
hard.
XD, I'm dead.
I suggest you all leave before you end up like her, and that's where you will roll initiative.
Ah.
Do I roll or no? Or do I make initiative or no?
Yes, you roll initiative as well.
Okay.
Oops.
Just making sure. I was unconscious, so I wasn't sure how that made sense.
Damn.
We have
I
healing
got
magic.
you.
There we go.
Does William roll initiative?
After seeing that, William looks down at B, and instead of the purplish eyes you guys see before, you see red eyes now.
Oh.
Oh. Minecraft golem
Oh.
time.
William's gonna kick ass.
Will Minecraft go?
How is he gonna kick our ass or its ass?
I mean,
Oh my
probably
God.
its ass since it hurt one of ours.
Hold on, look. I have to change.
William about to strangle water.
Kaiju fight.
We're gonna throw hands with water.
Hold on.
William's gonna start punching the water.
I was basically useless anyway. I think I had cold damage, but I don't think that does anything. So
You might freeze it. It's water.
It
You
does a
can
little
just-
bit of damage.
I guess.
Chill touch is actually necrotic.
Yes.
I
No,
have
you
I have
are a
frostbite.
necromancer.
Oh,
I
You
have
freeze it.
bludgeoning damage.
Wait, I'm curious. I'm the
I have
curiosity.
fire damage.
Yeah, I have infestation, frostbite, chill touch, and then mending.
Swiss Army knife. Nice.
Yeah, because I get
Wait,
chill
what
touch
classes
from.
do we have? I know we have at least one sorcerer here.
I was a druid
I'm a
or
ranger.
am a druid.
Okay.
I am an
Druid.
I think Raleigh and Chicken Man are both warriors
What
because
about
of second
fighters?
wind. Yeah, that's what it is.
Great weapon
Nice.
fighting.
I like that.
Look how his name is William.
Will I am.
Will I
Oh
am.
my god, is that the real Will I Am? Big fan.
God. William.
William.
That's the musician, right?
Yeah. My favorite is Big and Chunky by our new friend
Oh my
William.
god.
Big Chungus.
Watch out. I think Moto likes it.
Dude, he's about to scream and shout, bro. He's about to go hard.
So,
That's a Black Eyed Peas reference, bro.
That's
Sorry, very serious. We're gonna get
the,
murdered.
the being of
By the
water
way, I
starts
think I'm first down.
the being of water starts approaching and whatnot, and it has a couple different targets and whatnot. I'm going to roll a D. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to roll D10 divided by 2.
Oh.
Sticks 1, Raleigh 2, William 3, Raleigh, Will I am, God damn it, William 2, Raleigh 3, Acrisius 3, 4, Doll 5, 2. So divided that, sticks. The creature comes after you.
Rude.
And is going to surge forward, coming out of the water slightly. It's going to make a slam attack against you.
That would be a miss.
And it'll come around and make a second attack against you. Does the 20 hit?
Close enough.
You'll take 15 points of bludgeoning damage. It'll come down here, water crashing into you and sending you straight into the house, right through a wall.
Damn.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
boy.
That was very smashing.
Meant to do that. Cool. Alright. That is the being of water's turn. Zebel. You hear a crashing and resounding wave, and you peer outside. Currently, what you see is B is currently down on the other end of the room, and Styx has been thrown into one of the other houses. What do you do?
Well, fuck.
You can't fuck now.
I know, but let me think. Styx, are you down?
I am not down, but boy, am I fucked up looking.
Oh boy. Okay.
He is very bloodied. Now, what I'm going to do, B,
What's up?
even though you do not technically know this in character yet, you are in control of William. So when it's on William's turn, you will take William's turn.
Are you sending me a page of what he can do, or do I just have to be like, okay, I punch it?
You currently look in your journal right now. You should see a thing called William.
Will I am?
Will I am. I have him, yes.
Okay.
Oh my god. It's over.
Oh,
Over. Uh-oh.
Zebel, you're up.
I know. I think
Zebel is up. B, you're on deck. Get ready with that death saving throw.
Let me think. I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As far as I can go.
Oh, folks, by the way, welcome to Grimm Hollow.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it kicks
Welcome
your
to
butt.
Grimm Hollow.
Welcome to Grimm Hollow. I'm dead.
Welcome to Grimm Hollow. Our adventure looks grim.
My name is Raleigh, and welcome to Jackass.
I think it's funny because you guys are playing tonight. My Saturday Grimm Hollow group is coming back tomorrow, the Shrouded Skies campaign. And Citadel of the Unseen Sun is Sunday, so I have a whole weekend of literally Grimm Hollow boss fights for all my players. This is gonna be fun for me.
So yeah, I'll just move to 30, and then I'm gonna try doing a fire bolt on the monster of water.
Go roll to hit.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do if Raleigh dies here, but I have no more recovery left.
Oh. Okay. That's a 19 plus 7, making...
That's a definite hit.
So we're gonna pull this up over here.
Wait, was it D8 or D10? It's a D10. Ooh, 10.
10 points of fire damage. As you launch the fire at it, it hits it. And it actually boils it a little bit. It takes the full 10 damage.
Interesting.
Fun fact, apparently base water elementals don't have resistance to fire damage for some reason.
Nice.
Weird.
I like that.
But if you fight it in water, it does have resistance to fire damage. Weird.
Isn't it in water though?
It's like, is water wet type of question. I get it now. We found the answer. The answer is
It-
no.
It's
Less
not.
than water.
Actually, no, that is a fair point. Thank you for pointing that, Jinsoku. Jinsoku, I will give you actual inspiration for being a good noodle. But it is partly in water, correct?
Oh.
So it did half the damage.
I'm sorry, Teo. I have to be honest.
I felt so good about that fire bolt, but
To
fine.
be fair, y'all also insisted that I get hit by the rats, and I got crit.
Yeah, Lamar.
Don't
My
worry,
party killed me.
we're
I
killing
stepped
your own
forward,
TV.
but it was
Zevil,
the
any
party's
bonus
fault.
action?
Wait, what?
Any bonus action?
I don't think I really have many bonus actions yet, so we're gonna say no.
B, you're up. I need you to make me a death saving throw, please.
Just don't roll on that
Okay,
one.
how do I do that again? Do I just click on the death save thing?
Just click on the death save.
Click on the death save.
Oh, I need to change my music.
That is a
Let's
10.
do-
10 is a success. Mark off one success, so click on one of the circles.
Awesome. Is that it?
Yep.
That is it for your turn. Sticks, you're up.
Okay.
Okay. I'm right here beside it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds risky, but I'm just going to swing at it with my rapier, my action.
Okay. 16 hits, and you pierce it, and you actually, it somewhat is a, even though it's malleable and it's made of water, you do click in it, and your rapier goes in forward, and sort of around a little bit, and it actually pokes a hole of like water is spouting out. Roll your damage. You hit it, and you pull it out, and the water quickly congeals over. You didn't feel like you hit anything solid. You did some damage, but it's not satisfying at all. It doesn't seem to be like a fleshy creature where,
Natural.
yeah. The damage, it seemed to be not as effective as you would think it would be.
For my bonus action, I wish to cast one of my brand new spells. I wish to cast Zephyr Strike. This is concentration up to 1 minute. My next attack roll will do an extra 1d8 as long as the spell ends. The spell will end automatically if I do an attack roll, but until the spell ends, my movement does not provoke opportunity attack.
Alright.
So I'm going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, all the way here back near Zebel.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn. I'm not going to... I want to let the spell go on.
Alright. No opportunity attacks. Raleigh, you're up. You saw B get launched into a wall. One of your compatriots is down currently.
Time to do the thing I'm the best at. I'm going to walk up to it, and I'm going to smack it.
Okay.
Do it.
Alright, come on.
11. As you hit into it and you go through it, it's like if you were trying to hit like Jello. You swing into it and there's like no impact. The water subsides it and you don't do inflict any damage.
This is confusing. It's like Raleigh's just not
You didn't hit
any
it.
of this.
Out of character, out of game, you did not hit the AC.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's just like in character Riley's like, okay. This is not nice.
All
Alright, do I have anything I can do?
You have an action surge if you want.
Yeah, I'll action surge and go for another swing.
Go for it.
Do it.
Are you?
And again, you come down and try to hit it in his face, and the face gets caved in on impact, but the water slows the impact and it just stops installed in the water. It doesn't even fully connect. And you pull it out, and the face reforms.
Alright, well that's my entire thing. I only get one of those per day, right?
You only one for short rest.
Okay.
Now, William, you look down. You see the pendant glowing a bright purple. Your new friend. Your new friend's down. You feel an obligation. Protect new friend.
So, is that all you're saying?
That's what William's instructions are right now.
Okay.
Protect new friend.
So, I need to ask, okay, I'm trying to word this in a way that makes it like sound right. By protect, do you mean, is it like general, or do you mean like that I should attack it? Because what I want to do is have him like pick her up and set her like to the side over next to Styx, and then I assume that's going to cost an action. But even still, if it doesn't, I want to then attack the water golem.
It's going to
Or
cost an
whatever.
action to do that. If William would like to do that, move new friend out of danger.
Okay, yeah. So, I'm going to William. I can move him now. Okay. William is going to pick up B, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And set her right here.
Yep.
And and that's an action. Am I within range of the enemy?
Yeah.
Okay, like it can hit me if I take a step back?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just stay there then, and
All
that'll
right.
be the turn.
Now, Acrisius,
Right?
you have seen a lot of fucked up shit. Someone wanted to eat you, and now the new companions that have saved you before, they've befriended some form of walking bovine monstrosity of undead nature. These people are weird, but not as weird as a fucking water literally coming out of nowhere and almost like a, if you like think of Pokemon, like a Vine Whip, just launches one of the people into the and knock another one through the house. How are you feeling right now?
A little intimidated, but we can't give up. We'll all die anyways.
All right, what will you do?
We are. I'll charge at them with my glaive to try to penetrate the outside layer.
Okay, so now you currently have a glaive out. With your glaive, you can actually attack from 2 squares away, if you like to. Like, that's the cool thing about having a pole arm. The pole arm
Yeah.
has a 10-foot reach, while a greatsword has a 5-foot reach.
Yeah, I think I want to charge at it to cause more damage to it.
Alright, so if you're going to try to charge, here's what you need to do with charge. So let's go to your character very quick, and let's just look at the charge ability. So if I'm going to... you don't have that ability, it seems like.
No? Alright.
Yeah, so charging isn't necessarily increasing damage. There is a feat called Charger. Wait, hold on. Did you take everyone have a feat, right? At level 1?
Yeah, you gave us all a free feat, I believe.
I think that's where you're thinking of. You don't have your Charger feat on there.
Yeah.
That's my bad. Let me add that quickly to your character sheet.
I guess we must have forgotten that.
Alright. So here we are.
we now have charger on your feet. So let's look at that. When you use your action to dash, you can use a bonus action to make one melee weapon attack or attempt to shove a creature. If you move at least 10 feet in a straight line immediately before taking this damage, taking this bonus action, you can gain the +5 bonus to the attack's damage roll or push the target 10 feet away. So here's what you would have to do in order to charge 10 feet directly. Currently, the creature is 10 feet that way, right?
Yeah.
What you can do is currently basically say, "Excuse me, come over here," and then charge at it like that. So you can still get it, but basically it's just looking at a different way. You're basically going behind Doll and then shoving Doll aside and then charging straight at the creature.
Wait,
So
I have an idea. What if we try to charge him and make him fall into the hole?
My son was
you can attempt to.
I think I would like to.
All right. So how are we going to do this? So what direction are you going to try to push him from?
Here, put me back to where I was.
Yep.
All right, so I want to go up here to the right.
Yep.
And then charge at him from there.
Remember, you have to charge at a 10-foot line. So if you want to do that,
I'll have to go further. Okay.
Yep. And then that way. So this is using a total of 25 feet of your movement.
All right. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. So your action is a dash, which dashing and gives you another move action. If your action is a dash, you can technically move 60 feet. You have plenty of movement to do this. Your bonus action is going to attempt to shove it. So I need you to give me an athletics check, please.
All right.
I'm so hyped for this. Hold up.
Are you?
All right. 14 or 13.
Oh
my
what
God.
the? Oh my gosh,
Cheating.
Kashak!
Exposed. Live.
He's cheating.
Apricius, as you come over here, and you're feeling a good punch, right? A good run. You're coming over here, and you're taking your wings, and you're flapping them, basically trying to do, like, give you a little burst. And you do so, and with that, you charge and slam into the body of the water. Almost like if you were to do a belly flop onto water. That's the impact that you feel. And you bounce off it, and you think that would be enough. However, the water creature maybe shifts back 1 foot, and only its upper half pushes back 1 foot, and it looks back at you, and slowly moves its 1 foot back into a rolling water, and is looking at that, and you unfortunately have not succeeded in doing that. You rolled a really good roll. You had an 18 total. Unfortunately, the creature just rolled better.
Yeah.
It was a good idea. I'm going to tell you, as a DM, that would have been a fantastic idea if it actually succeeded.
God, imagine if I was able to pull that off.
If it succeeded, it would have been put 10 feet closer this way, and someone else could have followed up it, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, actually no, sorry, that would have been 10 feet. So 10 feet would have been off the map like this, and would have made a save. If it succeeded, it would have stayed on. If it failed, it would have fallen over. That's what would have happened if you succeeded.
And
so now you're currently right here.
oh, I'm in danger.
You have enough movement to move away, but if you do so, it can take an attack of opportunity against you. That is your call.
I think I would like to get away from this monster.
Okay, so go ahead. You still have 35 feet of more movement, so you can move 35 more feet. Go ahead.
I'll move back.
And as you do so, it's going to attempt to attack you.
All right. So what do I roll now?
You don't roll anything. It rolled that one, so it actually failed. So, I have explained flanking, Mini.
Okay. Just over.
It's a giant fuck off creature. I wouldn't want to stand next to it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
All right.
See what it does.
And with
If anything, it might just chuck me off into the hole.
Chrysius, that is your turn. I didn't roll for Jeffrey. Hold on, let me roll for Jeffrey very quick.
Jeffrey doesn't get to play.
Yeah, Jeffrey's
He's too
watching.
scared. He's too scared.
He found a mushroom he really likes.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
He's too shocked. The drugs got knocked out.
He was surprised, so let's just go with that. Doll, you're currently up.
I was pretty sure we wanted Jeffrey.
I would like to be a little further, thank you. Since I'm tiny, I feel like I can move through things without too much issue.
You can move through it square, no problem.
Perfect. Wait, does this also work? Oh, it does. Oh, that is very helpful. That is an easy way to figure that shit out. Okay.
Hey, what are you doing?
I would like to move back and shoot him with a firebolt.
All right.
Oh,
Fireball. Firebolt.
I'll roll both of them.
23 is a hit.
Perfect. Only 3 damage, and it is partially in water, so that is.
So it will be reduced by half.
1 damage. I'm helping, guys.
Any bonus action?
Bonus
One.
action? No, thank you. I'm bonus action vegan, so no.
Oh, I guess that would have been. I guess the Christie is and Dole going at the same time. It doesn't really matter. Christie already had a turn. Jeffrey will go. Jeffrey, like, oh shit, fuck. He's going to pick up a stone, and he's going to sling it at the water elemental. But as he does so, he's going to cast a spell, and he's going to cast a Hail of Thorns on it.
Ooh.
It does 16. The water elemental is going to make a dex save. Which it fails, so you'll take 6 bludgeoning plus a d10, and this makes the attack magical, so this will ignore the resistance. Oh, okay.
Jeffrey, no.
Well,
Jeffrey, please.
Well, it did 1 more point of damage. And that seems to be effective because it was affected by magic. Jeffrey, like, fuck. And he's going to move back. Hey, how you doing?
Oh boy.
The water elemental. Well, alright, Raleigh, do you want odds or evens?
I'll take evens.
Raleigh, it's going to attack you as 1 slam attack.
Alrighty, sweet, bring it on. Oh, okay, got a quiet 10. Oops.
12.
12 does not hit.
As water comes crashing down on you, it buries you in a wave, and unfortunately for it, you're made of metal. You withstand the attack, and out of frustration, it is going to make another attack against you. 15?
Oh, double it.
My AC is 15.
That will affect you, and you will take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Alright, sweet.
As water pours down on you and gets into your inner circle, you feel the pressure, and some of your metal is slightly dense inward. But that is it. Zebel, you're up.
Oh, joy. Boy, oh, joy me, oh my G. How deep is the river?
The river only goes 3 foot deep.
Cool. So I can be like... Wait. B, are you back up, or...
No,
you got carried.
That's
right.
Yeah.
So I can come over here and be like, cure wounds on B.
Yep.
To get you back up.
Please, smiley face.
I can do that, but it is my last one, just so everybody knows.
I have spell slots, don't worry.
That's a 5 plus 5 makes 10.
So I
B.
regain 10?
B.
Yes.
Currently,
Yes.
all you right now, you're blackened. You don't even recall the next minute, but what you do know is the last minute just gone. You have no idea what happened. All you know is you came down a ladder. You heard a spooky voice, and now currently you see Zebel standing over you slightly. You're currently on your back. William is in front of you. Its back turned to you. Six is badly hurt, and you're laying on the ground.
B, wake up, B, B, wake up.
Don't go to the light.
So is it my turn, or is Zebel still doing stuff?
Well, now that I see you're awake and that's all good to go, I'm gonna be like, big water monster, don't get close, bye. And then I'm gonna take 2 steps back, and now I'm out of movement. So
And that'll be you're now up, prone. If you would like to stand up,
Awesome.
it's going to cost half your movement.
So what's half
Be
of
10
25 to you?
10.
Is it 12
It's
or
around-
13?
It's
I'm
10.
sad.
It's 10. It's going to be 10 feet. It's rounded down to the nearest
Okay.
5.
So I'm going to use my action to pop my symbiotic entity after standing up. So I have 10 feet of movement left. How do I put temporary health on the thing? On the thing.
Go to your character sheet. Just put
Go to
up
my
the temporary.
character sheet.
Put it on. Put it under
Okay,
temporary health.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 8 temporary health. So that's there, and then I'm going to move 5.
And when
10.
you do that, it's gonna. When you look at your character sheet, you'll see in the red bubble 8.
Oh, okay. So that's temp. Okay, sweet. Okay. So I'm back up 8. Let me expend a use of wild shape.
well, I told her not
Um,
to go.
Another thing I need to
Can-
ask.
can
I was
you-
meaning- What's up?
Can you describe the symbiote entity as you unleash it?
Beast form. Doesn't actually say what exactly happens, but I
Yeah,
assume,
you choose.
I assume it's similar to like the invisible like spores that float around her, but you can actually like see them now and they're more pronounced and they almost seem to be like, I guess like, I don't know if an aura would work for spores, but I guess that's the best way I can describe it. There's basically like an aura of like mushrooms, I guess, around her.
And how big is the aura?
Huh?
How big is the aura?
How big is the aura? I guess just around, like enough to just cover her, but not really like outwards. I guess like you can visibly see like there's an aura to her now, kind of
Yeah,
like
but-
kind of like an amulet. Wait, what? What's up?
All right, no. Keep going.
Oh, okay. I thought you were confused on something I was saying. Other question I have. So, I always ask DMs this because some of them say yes and some of them say no. So, symbiotic entity allows my melee weapon attacks to deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to any target I hit.
Yeah.
Would that affect my primal savagery?
Is any melee attack?
It's any melee weapon attack. Some DMs have said yes, some DMs have said no. I just want to ask.
I allow fun. Do it.
So,
You guys
cool,
need
okay.
use any spell, any technique, any items you can in this campaign. This is Grimm Hollow. Welcome to Grimm Hollow.
Okay, so that's it for me then.
All right. I hope
yeah.
you're launching you folks down. And you guys have an idea of what Grimm Hollow will be like.
Oh,
Hey,
it's fine.
miss
I don't
me.
mind dying.
Raleigh, you're up.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna take another swing at the water boy.
B.
What's
Do
up?
me a favor. Reset your death saving throw. Any failures that you receive, they stay, but any successes go away when you wake up.
Okay.
Raleigh, you're up.
Alrighty.
It is not your day.
It is not. I
You had
used
all
up
your
all my
fun in the
luck
first
one-shotting 3 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rats.
You just got a robot splish splashing in the water here. Come
Nope, you had your fun. Those 3 people were enough.
You don't get to play anymore.
I'm putting you in timeout. You're gonna go in the cage in the basement.
Basement, the dice basement.
What are you doing, Raleigh?
Alright, so that one missed. I can't really do anything else. Oh, what was the red liquid vial we've picked up last session?
Potion.
Those were health potions.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, I think some of us have some.
And we've ruled it that you can consume potions.
I have a mysterious red and mysterious green. I never got them identified.
Well, so then if you haven't had them identified, you have no idea. Well,
So-
no, the red potion was pointed out by Jeffrey. The green potion, you have no idea what they do.
I've never actually drank a potion in a D&D game, so I don't remember if it's an item interaction or if it's an action.
So here's what we're going to do, and we're going to rule this as a party, okay? Healing
Okay.
potions, I can allow you if they're of healing potions, I will allow you to do as bonus actions if you like to consume them.
Ooh.
If you do so, humanoid enemies will be able to use them as bonus actions as well.
Works for me.
That seems fair, yeah.
It sounds
Is that
good.
fair?
I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay. That is
They'll
a
be dead
that,
before they get a bonus action.
that is
Screw
that is
me
a
over
rule going
later, but
forward.
that's fine.
Raleigh, you may use your bonus action to consume a health potion if you'd like to.
Okay, I don't think I'm low enough yet
Okay.
that I want to use that. Because the healing potion's what, 2d4?
+2.
2d4 plus 2? Yeah.
I want to point out to people, this only works for healing potions. Now, these healing potions can be of any variety, but they will not work as regular potions. Like, if you have, like, a potion of climbing, no, that's still an action to consume.
Yeah, okay, that's all I'm going to do, so I'm going to pass turn.
Okay? Six, you're up.
All right, I got Zephyr Strike going still. I'm gonna hop over here. I'm gonna hop over the bridge into the corner here, and I'm gonna strike at it with advantage using my Zephyr Strike, doing 2d8 rather than 1d8.
Well, if it hits.
Yeah. If it hits, it does.
Yep. So roll to hit at advantage. 25 hits.
So first I do Rapier, and
Yep, and
I
then
have-
your extra d8. So this is force damage. So here's the cool thing about this. This will transform your attack into magical for this one attack. So you're doing a total of 12 points of damage.
Yeet.
All right.
I can do
I'll
it.
let you know. I guess it would. For this fight, it's going to transform into magical. I have to think on it if it's going to make the actual attack magical or just a regular attack with added magic damage. For now, it's going to be magical for this encounter. So you come through, and with the wind, you actually blow apart a large chunk of water into the well behind it. And it looks a little bit startled as the water starts vibrating in a different formation. It did not like that. And it seems to be smaller than before. If you had to take a guess, it is definitely injured at this point.
Bonus action, I want to swing my other rapier into that hole and kind of make it wider.
All right, roll to hit.
This one would not be at advantage, just be normal.
21 hits. That will be reduced by half, and you do widen it a little bit. If you slice basically its arm, and the arm will drop off, but it will start slowly reforming after that.
Quick question: why would this one be half? This one's just normal attack.
Yes. You're using a mundane. You're using an iron weapon against a water elemental.
It's mundane. Oh, I get it now.
This creature is made of pure water. One could deduce that it's probably some form of magical effect.
Yeah, I still did a fuck ton of damage. I'm happy. That's yes.
After that,
question: how do you rule Zephyr Strike? Do you rule it the moment you attack with it, the spell ends?
Nope. No, you only get to use the additional damage attack once per casting, but you still have the spell going after.
I want to do this. Since I only use 15, and since I landed my attack, I get 30 feet of movement. I want to try to taunt him and literally run around him. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 plus additional 15, 5, 10, 15. I want to run around kind of taunting him.
Okay, if you had an action ahead, I would say you could give a performance check to try to distract him, but you already used your action.
Yeah.
So you taunt him and he's annoyed. That's all.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, with that, William, you're up.
Will I am.
William.
Fuck it. I'm going. So, I'm gonna try and shove it with William.
Okay. Give me
So he doesn't have like athletics and all that.
So just pure strength.
Just do a strength. Okay, so I'm gonna click strength. Awesome. Thanks, William.
Nat 1 water.
Yes.
Awesome.
That William takes his head and blows it back with force, and majority of the water seems to be connected, and it's pushed back 5 feet.
Awesome.
Oh.
That's fine.
Chicken Man, this is your chance.
You're up. Unless William wants to move. While William's moving, you're up.
No, he's not moving.
I'll shoot another firebolt. Why not? You know.
Roll it.
If it ain't broke, break it, right?
19 hits. All right.
So down to 2.
Hey, more damage.
Nice.
Doll, you moving?
No, I'm pretty happy where I am right now.
All right. Acrisius.
All
You
right.
should have been knocked back. Your people are lining up and they're forming a formation. What do you do?
I tried to shove him off one more time, but using one of my teammates as a stepping stone to propel myself further.
Oh yeah, sure.
All right.
Garbage can go.
So basically, you're gonna run up behind B, and you're gonna actually like, with the might of your force, you're tall and whatnot, and you're heavy. So you're gonna use B as a springboard, basically. Launch B. You're not prone from this.
You're not gonna like
this.
this.
Is bullshit. This is bullshit.
I like this a lot.
Acrisius, are you so rinse repeat? You're going to use the dash action and charging.
Right? Gonna.
Okay. So you're gonna go there. You're gonna fly off B. B's now prone and whatnot. In the water, face first.
Water, might I add.
I will let you. No, salt water. I'm gonna give you advantage on that for that creativity. Go ahead and roll the athletic check, and you're gonna take the higher number. Don't not for stats. Not stat roller. You're gonna choose. Click on athletics on your character sheet.
Here we are. Athletics.
So 23. The creature will attempt to resist. At 15. Acrisius, if you launch off your halfling friend who's now in the water face first, cough, sorry. Like you put, I'm gonna confuse that. Describe as you're coming up through the air and connecting. Describe how you're connecting it. What happens?
Here, I try to stab him again with my glaive.
No. So you're right now. Your action has been to shove.
Mhm.
As you have shoved it and it's connecting, as you're flying through the air, what are you hitting it first? Are you using your wings or not? Describe how you are connecting with the creature.
My God.
I'm using my feet to kick it off.
Okay, so you springboard off B with your wings giving you a sudden thrust through the air. Enough force as you kick it through, and it almost feels like you're hitting flesh. That belly flopping sensation before with your foot kicks it, enters it, and have enough force due to the wind and impact and momentum that you have. It pushes back to 10 feet, and the water elemental topples over the edge.
Yeah!
Out of sight.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a double win. You dunked on B and you dunked the thing. That's nice.
Man, you Sans get dumped on.
Actually harassment.
I've never in all my
Draw.
games of D&D ever seen a chicken kick a water elemental into a pit. Well
Don't get
done.
off of a gnome.
I've never
Halfling,
seen it.
whatever.
I've never seen anybody jump off each other before. Damn.
That was good teamwork that they worked together on as a team. But,
Yes, totally coordinated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was totally coordinated.
Right, so William's gonna pick up Acrisius and he's gonna throw him in the hole.
You're not having it.
There's only room for one great weapon fighter.
Nice.
Oh, I
How
love
would
it.
William react to a chicken springboarding
I don't
off his
fucking
friend's
know,
head?
bro.
That's what I'm
Trying
asking.
to
Shaq.
process.
He'd start.
I don't know if
Fortnite
it's
dancing.
Kashak controlling his emotions now, or if it's me, or whatever the fuck's going on.
You were down, and I didn't want you out of combat, so I was letting you control William. That's all.
Awesome. I never get to control William again.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. At the top of round.
What's that?
At the top of the round,
Oh shit.
the mist advances.
The cum bubble's bigger.
The
The
couple.
level is increasing.
The tumble.
The clevel.
The mist advances. And with the mist advancing, coming from it goes.
Well, that was a sight. But don't forget us.
And from within the mist, you see almost
6 pair of eyes forming.
Cute.
As similar creatures from before, you can see slightly moving throughout the mist. And that's where we'll pick up next session. At the top of the round.
Dun, dun, dun.
With a chicken kicking a water elemental over the edge. I have no idea if that water elemental's dead or not, but it's out of combat for now, at least.
It's not a problem anymore.
Well, for now.
Depending
now.
on distance, it might
For
have
now.
just taken 26 or 20d6 damage.
Or I can rule it as water falling into water.
I mean, you could, but
It's rain
Don't do
and
this.
water.
Look, I can guarantee you, if you look down the hole, it's not climbing back up. There's no waterway going back up. The water's falling down. The creature is dealt with unless you go further into the sewers, so it might be there later, you're not quite sure. Right now, it's gone.
Oh my god.
But,
Plus, water elementals are not immune to falling damage. You don't know how much damage you just took falling down that.
folks, you also had no idea how much health it had.
Exactly.
You also don't know how much deep the well is.
If you look down, it's only 5 feet. It's a kiddie pool.
In the water armor, it's like, hey, get me out of here! Get me out of here!
Oh my god. Is the water's elemental's name Timmy?
Oh, Tim.
Look, I
fall
want
down the
to. I just want
well?
to point out that's a good thing you did because a lot of people would have taken a lot of damage next turn. So, Carter,
Mhm.
I hope you had a fun, good session.
Yeah, it was fun.
You technically took down one part of the boss fight by yourself right there.
Hey, we help.
No, you did help, but
Push
the
it a little.
but it would have taken if you guys were just going to continue attacking me and whatnot. It would have taken quite a little bit. You guys are not equipped to fight a creature like that. But hey, you survived. No one died.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get sick next episode.
It's like how B doesn't know necromancy.
Yeah, I feel like Jeffrey and
Yeah.
Dahl are kind of fucked over there. Like,
Yeah, they're trapped in a corner down there. See?
They got a little bridge
Yeah,
and
no,
they
just
just
knows
always
the
a
myth. Friend of food.
But folks, that is it for session tonight. And again, welcome to Grimm Hollow.
Yay!
Welcome to Grimm Hollow.
I am.
Oh, that was so fun. So many good laughs.
I'm a William stan, by the way.
The
Hey,
William
Chad,
Random.
is anyone else here a William simp?
Oh yeah.
William, I love William. William's great. I mean, we're like William.
William is the true hero of this campaign.
Question: is anyone still streaming after this, or are they going to be passing over?
I will be passing over.
I will be
I'm
ending
at-
my stream.
I'll be passing over as well because Fridays I don't want to go late.
Let me see.
Actually,
No, I
Well-
don't stream till later.
I mean you could start now and we could all raid you.
Nah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, Melon, start now. We'll all raid you.
No,
Ooh,
no.
getting baited.
Well, yeah, I just kind of want to hang out with folks. So I have also a couple stuff to talk off camera. So folks, I'm going to end my stream here. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Peachy, I'm sorry we couldn't kill Minnie this session.
What?
This session at
Dun
least.
dun
What?
dun.
Wow.
Well, you can go next session. Just toss them into the mess and run
I
away.
can't climb. Oh, I missed. Oh no.
Mist doesn't worry if you're climbing because Mist
Yeah,
is just floating.
The mist will just
fuck.
eat you.
Yeah. Hmm.
But yes,
When
folks,
is
we will
next session? Is it next Friday?
2 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, 2 weeks.
Yes, next session. Next Friday will be next Friday will be a boss fight for my Lumina group. All my sessions are coming back to boss fights. What the fuck?
Did we
But folks,
level
I
up?
hope you. No, you're in the middle of a comment right now. No, you're not leveling up. Folks,
Level
I hope
up's nice.
you all had fun time. Thank you everyone and stuff
I
like,
did.
and I'll be back here Sunday with some more streaming. If not, please make sure you check out Demon Otter Games, Rook the Bardling, Jinsoku_Kitsune, as well as Mini Diablo and Melons and Falons.
Nah, fuck
You
Melon.
find them all here on you can find them all here on live on Twitch at their own times. Go check them out.
Have a good night, folks, and as always, stay hydrated. And bye-bye.
I am off stream.
I'm not. I'm still going. Thank you to everybody who hung out and watched. As per usual, get your 8 hours of milk, stay and sleep, and don't do school. I'm not your boss. Do something.